Definitely a
Ooh.
very proficient role for Egg, and it looks like it's gonna be the Tahm Kench locked in for the side of TA. Now, they have flexed the Tahm Kench mid before as well, so very curious pickup here for the side of, very curious for the pickup for the side of TA here. We see Ziggs
I
being locked in for after that Bude.
Yeah, I love the TK pickup because it's also a takeaway from Sprouts, who have used it. They played TK Senna on occasion, and I also think that looking at Kobita's champ pool, that TK is just an excellent neutralizer against what he likes to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And Trundle, good lock in here, is able to counter that Tahm Kench quite a lot and steal a lot of those resistances and really neuter TA from picking up a lot some more tanks. But definitely Ziggs and Trundle, both champs that can be flexed well. As you see Caitlyn gonna be locked in for Dallas here.
Mm-hmm. Caitlyn, if they're gonna lock in the. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh, okay.
okay, okay.
I was really excited, Jason. I thought we were gonna see the
Oh,
action.
oh,
No, okay.
oh.
Are they just gonna hover it every time though? I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, it's true. But Caitlyn definitely really good lane bully pick. If it is a kind of bot lane Caitlyn Ziggs matchup, definitely a bit more in a toss up in terms of who's favored of that like. And yeah, I definitely like that a lot more. If they
Okay.
go with Caitlyn, Caitlyn Thresh. So no Tom Kent flexing around in the bot lane, but definitely a very solid lane. Can get those good trap setups and really
Mm-hmm.
punish you if you're mispositioning in lane as well.
I am a little concerned, Jason, about the Caitlyn into Ziggs because a lot of Caitlyn's power is bullying under tower and taking plates, but Ziggs has a lot of wave clear. And Thresh doesn't offer a ton of pushing power, certainly a lot of pressure in lane, but that doesn't always translate into priority and pressure on the wave itself.
Yeah, so kind of two kind of target bans here for Sprouts as well. They banned out the Anivia as well as the Corki for Jur, they've picked up the Cassiopeia themselves. So definitely looking to set up a favorable mid matchup in this case for the side of Sprouts. But still not too much noise in the jungle, not too much noise in the jungle yet. So we don't really know how that's working out for both teams too.
Yeah, as you pointed out before, the Trundle is a potential flex pick. Not confirmed at all if it's going into the jungle.
Mm-hmm. I see Victor being locked in, so another mid lane ban. Definitely really targeting Jur's mid lane pool here.
Mm-hmm. 2 control mage bans, which is pretty good against what Sprouts is presenting right now, and so it makes a lot of sense to pinch those champs.
Yeah, so we're gonna see which side, who Sprouts are gonna leave their counter pick for, because right now their comp is, quite magic damage focused, quite heavy in that sense. And they have a lot of champions that can do good consistent damage. So see Alistar being locked in, so they're leaving counter pick for either top or jungle by this route.
Yeah, and still haven't answered the physical damage question with the Alistair. They're just hovered every time. I,
Again.
I just refuse to believe it at this point, Jason. It's just maybe we'll see it game 2. I can't see
Maybe.
with the picks that Team Ambition have chosen already that they're gonna go with it. Yeah.
So it
Eh,
looks like it's gonna be Morgana that's gonna be picked up. Definitely.
Mid
It
lane?
looks like it's gonna be Morgana mid, maybe. Could be
Yeah.
jungle as well. We haven't seen Morgana in jungle. In fact, we haven't seen Morgana in quite a while as well, as they're hovering it again.
They're just hovering it
They're
again,
hovering
Jason.
it
I've just
again.
I've accepted it. It's not getting locked in. Um, the one concern I do have for Team Ambition right now is there's a lot of tankiness on Sprouts, the Trundle, and okay,
Olaf.
okay, yeah, okay. I like the Olaf, a little bit of early aggression to help out the Caitlyn, who I think will need the help against the Ziggs.
Definitely. Yeah, you see, probably it's just a counter pick that's gonna be locked in for the side of Sprouts here. I wonder what they're gonna be opting for.
I think you, I think you're right in pointing out that they need physical damage because there is a TK on the other side, but they go for the Gnar, which is tried and true for Sprouts top laner.
That's definitely very true. Nar is. Kabita has played 3 games on it, performed well in all 3 games. But I will say Nar is slightly not as favored in the meta now, compared
Yeah,
relatively to other top laners or other champions in general. So definitely, a bit of a pivot in that sense. But as we're kind of wrapped up with draft and we're gonna be heading into a game here, what do you think about both comps so far?
oh, I really don't like the Gnar pick, Jason. because people
Mm.
forget that Gnar actually does a significant amount of magic damage. His hyper proc, his ultimate, there's magic damage in his kit, and you're already
Mm.
presenting so much magic damage. Even Trundle does magic damage, and you're just incentivizing the TK to build to deal with that. And Olaf can build to deal with that. Though, and then on the flip side, Team Ambition Nova, I think they have a really strong front line to enable the Caitlyn. The Morgana, the Thresh, and the TK are so frustrating to deal with, especially when they have such easy itemization. The Black Shield's gonna get is not gonna get as much value, admittedly, but TK doesn't really care about getting CC'd. But I'm not sure how much damage the Caitlyn can output because
Yeah, that's true.
the Ziggs outranges her. And I think it's really on Team Ambition to get to the objective early and set up with the Caitlyn traps and letting all the CC and zone control tools they have allow the Caitlyn to deal damage. But
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm really worried about. It's just that Caitlyn is the only like Okay, and we are back, loaded on to Summoner's Rift. We have the matchup between Team Ambition Nova and Sprouts, Week 5 of Aegis Guardians League, and we're loaded on to Summoner's Rift.
yeah, and we can see here there are some interesting keystone choices, Jason, and summoner choices. I'm seeing Dark Harvest Morgana. I'm seeing Barrier Ziggs, which Barrier Ziggs is the most surprising to me because I don't think there's that much burst incoming. You're, I think maybe Cleanse would have been warranted for the Thresh Hook or the Caitlyn Trap or the Morgana Stun, but no, we see Barrier, and
Well, oh my goodness, Egg is
that's
not a
just
sportsman.
yeah, that was just rude. Like Trundle's just trying to dance in the middle of the rift, and he just gets an axe thrown at his head. That's
Yeah.
okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
we
yeah.
go. That's
Karma.
payback.
That's
All
karma.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everything's right in the world now. But yeah, we're
Balance.
loaded on to Summoner's Rift, and I definitely think the Barry's a bit interesting for the side of after that Bude. But I think it's still I think it's still acceptable. It does mean that like lowers the risk if he gets caught out with Caitlyn in an isolated situation. But Dark Harvest on Morgana, we haven't seen Morgana in quite a while, so really interesting to see how it goes. As we see, Jer actually get a ward on the Raptors just to track Jet Black early on.
Yeah, it's a nice ward, and unfortunately, the Trundle is starting bot side, so might narrowly miss spotting the Trundle. We'll have to see. But okay, we're currently on top lane, which I don't suspect, Jason, we're gonna see a lot of action. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think definitely, the top lane matchup Nar to Tom Kench. I think Tom Kench definitely has the ability to gap close with that Q and start bullying the Nar. Definitely very possible for that. As for this
Mhm.
bot lane, I think it's definitely on how well can Dallas dodge his steel shots.
And it doesn't look like it's going
And
so well.
yeah, that's true. Definitely tanking a few abilities there, but Alistar does hit level 2 first. Alistar notoriously useless level 1 champion. Does
Ooh,
get the combo in. Good flay back. Good trade so far. Taco Cat does get the cancel on the second
oh,
knockup.
dodges that bomb. And here's and this is the concern I had, that the Ziggs would have push on Caitlyn, and we can see it right here. And
Yeah,
Caitlyn is
Caitlyn
a
half
champ.
health already.
Yeah, forced to pop the potion already. Just eating autos and bombs. Okay, good
Oh,
buffer though on the EQ. That was really
good
well. That
buffer
was
into the cancels, but
it's
we do
still.
see half Sumu does have that ignite ready, and so
Mhm.
definitely could be potential for lethal there if not played properly, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. And to touch on the Caitlyn a little bit more, Caitlyn's a champ that's notorious for having a power trough mid game. Really powerful in lane, great hook.
Yeah, definitely. Good trading going down. Alistar does get the combo down. Ziggs forced to use the satchel charge away as well. Yeah, definitely great trade, great retaliation involving, especially since they're facing all of that pressure early on too.
Really good discipline from the Ziggs as well, not to barrier. Still has that summoner.
Yeah, yeah. Hook used out from Taco Cat, but no, nothing looks like no, nothing in response here. But after that, Bude is extremely low on mana, so it doesn't look like he can continue applying pressure in that lane. And Dallas should feel a bit safer
Oh,
pushing out. As I say that, it tanks another Q. WQ goes in, flash forced out from the side of Dallas. Here comes Jet Black, picks up the first blood on towards the Caitlyn. But is he going to get killed by the tower? Yes, Takakata is able to pick up the return kill one for one, not really good for the side of Sprout so far. The bot lane wave's not looking too good for the side of Dallas.
Yeah, and that was such a timely gank from the Trundle because you pointed out, Jason, the Ziggs was out of mana, has no TP to nullify that disadvantage, and so the gank to force to allow the Ziggs to recall and get mana back is really, really big.
Yeah, definitely. See, Kobe here, you know, is forced out of all potions. Kobita did get a good recall earlier, but still doing well competitive on
Oh
CS.
no!
Is he gonna miss the cannon?
No,
He missed the
it's
cannon.
oh, the cannon, the wave shifted aggro. You always hate to see that. Really unfortunate that the tongue lash did not finish the cannon off.
Yeah, really unlucky there. See, Egg
Ooh,
moving here with the rest of the team for this gank. Is he? No Q landed from the side of Jer. Flash forced out from the side of Ashko. And yeah, a good gank. Definitely applying the early map pressure so far. Able to, really get moving on the map. But once again, we kind of see Egg uh kind of falling behind in this jungle. We see Egg falling behind this jungle matchup, and as an Olaf who wants to focus on early game, it's definitely not what you want to see, really.
yeah, and it's pretty surprising that Olaf hasn't tried. That was the first time Olaf tried a gank because he's got solid setup in every lane. We just saw the attempted gank mid burn the flash. So that's a simple repeat. Bot lane has setup in the hook and flay. Flash flay is still available for the Thresh as well. Even TK has setup with Tongue Lash and the Abyssal Voyage.
W, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, a bit of a question mark as to why Egg isn't on the map a bit more. But
Hmm.
once again, we do see Dragon is available, and so could be some posturing for that. Egg might want to take a recall here, or something. Definitely very possible. You
Ooh.
see here, Jet Black gonna bump into Egg in the jungle. Who's gonna win this out? Macho Omano. Ground up goes down. Axo down as well, but the pillar not enough to deter Jet Black from getting killed off by Egg. Definitely a lot of trading. Definitely a lot of trading there, and just 1v1 battle between men as Egg caught window shopping, forced the flash away. Kobita
Ooh.
falls with the flash as well. Nar misses the boomerang toss. And doesn't look like there's gonna be much afterwards that. But
Here
Egg
comes
definitely,
Morgana.
yeah. Oh, here comes Morgana indeed. Pulls out the ultimate, has the black shield ready. Kobe is in the mist, ready to fight back. But Dallas also chunked out low. Satchel charge, forcing him to blast away. But in the top lane, Meganar comes out from the side of Kobita, but not enough. AoE Kobe does get the kill off. Morgana picks up another kill for Jur. Dallas in the bot lane gets picked off as well. Fighting across both lanes here. So, Crumman, and at the end of the day, it looks like TA come out on top.
Yeah, really great roam or response roam from the Morgana. The Soul Shackle's available, knowing that Nar just burned the flash, Cassio burned the flash previously, and the simple cleanup. Sadly, there's no Rift Herald, so the Trundle just did get to respawn and just run straight bot, knowing that resources were committed by TA on the top side. And once again, the Caitlyn is just on the receiving end of these bombs from Ziggs, and well and truly behind. 0-2-1, and not in a great spot.
Yeah, Jared looks like he's going to be in trouble here. Does have that black shield, so is able to kind of meander off from that Trundle pillar. Magic beats out on some cold stone, so
Hmm.
that's okay. But definitely, yeah, this Caitlyn 0-2 now, way more behind compared to the Ziggs. And even though the top side of the map is quite ahead, I think it's going to be really difficult for TA to, unleash some damage because, if Sprouts focus the tanks properly, then Dallas isn't going to be able to do as much damage as he'd hope he'd want.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking to the Olaf to get the Caitlyn back into the game because the Olaf alone is not going to transition well mid to late, and you're really looking for the Caitlyn, and I think with the Dark Harvest Morgana as well to do the damage.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see, or I did remember there's this one LPL game where the Shy played Tom Kenshin. All he did was just jump on the carries, which is perfectly possible for Kobe to do now, but does make the roles of this team fight, or for the next proper team fight, a bit more challenging in that sense. I see here just some farming on the map going around. We do see that Egg is in the bottom side looking for a gank. Flay coming in, flash Flay, but Hook cancels out the satchel charge. Barrier goes down, but Egg does pick up the kill onto after that Bude. Great gank from the side of Egg. Definitely we were saying how he needs to put up that early pressure. This is that early pressure we were talking about, Simulcrum.
Hmm. And that was so well played by the Thresh. There was no hesitation. He flash flayed and immediately buffered the hook. If he waits, then he doesn't get a chance to cast it as the satchel comes down. But because he just insta casts, it cancels the satchel, as you pointed out.
Yeah, and looks like Dallas is gonna be able to pick up tower plate,
A
and a
good
lot of
poke.
harass on
Oh.
the Hast moves. A Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, clear half a wave.
Hmm.
So, situation looking much better for the bot lane of TA right now.
Yeah, Olaf really making his presence known on the map now, which is always good to see. And he has a lead, so oh, but the Trundle got the Herald off screen while we were watching this whole sequence bot.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
the Herald
It
would have
does
been
have the
so oh, the Herald is so important, I think. I think it's more important for for Team Ambition to get the Herald than it is for Sprouts to get it. Because
yeah,
the
absolutely.
because the Sprouts have a more diversified damage profile. They're not as dependent on one or two picks to do the damage. And because the Caitlyn's behind, you really want the Rift Herald to give her gold. And that's no longer an option, sadly.
Yeah, that's true. If we're looking at sources of gold income right now, there's only been that one plate in bot lane and a couple kills going towards Egg. Right now, a lot of this gold lead is onto Egg here. So if we do get the chance from production to see the kind of gold difference in this jungle here, that definitely be appreciated. As I say that though, Jet Black is sitting in the top side bush, ready to go for the kills. Yeah, it's around a 800 gold lead in this jungle match to see Jet Black in the top lane here, looking for a gank. Pillar does go down, but you can't cancel the Camkench W anymore. Definitely a bit of a mechanical misplay here as we see Egg moving into that blue side jungle, ready to counter engage for a failed gank from Jet Black.
I like this response from the Olaf. Will find himself two camps, potentially two camps if he decides to venture up onto the Wolves. But looks like gonna content himself with the Grump for now. And there's no more wave. Yep, there comes the Ziggs and Alistar.
Yeah, they know they're there, so definitely looking to play it a bit safe, especially since Olaf is 2-0-2 now. So definitely the more fed member on the side of TA.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it does seem like there's gonna be some more farming again. Jet Black is gonna have to, get a Grompulus taken away from him. But looks like everything is pretty even right now. I will say, Tom Kench is down a considerable amount of CS to the Gnar, even though he is a beefy boy. And so definitely, question of is it miss CS or something like that. As you see here, bot lane, some more trading going down, and those bombs really do so much damage to Caitlyn.
Dallas is really enthusiastic with using his net to try to just get a little poke in. Confident in the ability of the Thresh to keep him safe.
Yeah,
But
definitely, really has that sense of trust there, which is really
mhm.
good to see from AD carry. Really nice to be able to be confident here. But Jet Black is in the bot lane, and this wave is getting stacked up. Maybe you could look for a Rift Herald, especially since Dragon's coming up so soon too.
Oh, lands again. There's the bomb. Forced to use
Mega
the net to
Inferno Bomb
dodge
goes
it.
on net, is able to be able to dodge it out, and Dallas does have the heal and flash available. Exhaust is ready on the side of Taco Cat as well. Ek is here looking for another potential gank here. That does have that lantern. Lantern coming out. Hook goes wide on towards the Ziggs,
Windows
but
on Drake, I
looks like
think.
they might still want to go for the play. Egg is in the vicinity. Is going to be able to spot out the Trundle on the Dragon and move out on time. But Dallas, once again, chunked out by a
Doing
lot,
good
is able
exhaust.
to get the net to dodge out some of these abilities. Aegis here once again. Bot lane of Sprouts didn't respect the fact that the Olaf was right there. And it looks like Dallas is going to pick up the free kill on towards Half Sumo. If he's able to pick it up on time, does go for the ultimate, but Jared picks up the steal. Jetpack is in the range as well. Gets the return kill on towards Egg. Picks up the shutdown here, but Kobe teleports down as well. Hook forced the flash out of Jet Black as well, and it looks like TA once again go for a 1-for-2, but teleport wasted from the top side, and shutdown picked up for the side of Sprouts.
Yeah, and it's so risky now to go for the Drake without your jungler. And bot side TA have to be careful because the Gnar went Mega, has teleported himself. But looks like he's just going to go for the tower plates up there.
Yeah, and it does look like Jared's here as well, just to kind of reinforce the boys here. Just make sure this Rift Herald doesn't get any value. Plus 25 gold goes towards Dallas. Definitely not the most optimal thing you want to be seeing. W managed to land on the cast there from kind of between the minions, kind of cool. But yeah, it looks like TA are gonna back off here and leave the dragon for the next rotation.
A lot of plates taken by the Gnar top side. So big injection of gold.
Yeah, that's what, 2 plates, and it's just gonna be under 3 as you see Caitlyn is here in the range. No, doesn't get the trap off on time on towards the Ziggs, but trading going down. Root comes down onto the Cassiopeia as well. Cassiopeia doing free damage. Sure.
Oh,
Black Shield
no.
forced out as well. Teleport coming in from Gnar. Egg getting stunned up. Unstoppable does go down. Is able to pick up the kill onto Ashko Bro onto Cassiopeia. Dallas going in as well. Able to pick up the kill onto the Ziggs, but WQ combo coming in means that the bot lane, and it's going to be a 4 for 3 for a 4 for 2, sorry, for the side of Sprouts. Definitely much more of a misplay there since Tom Kench just used the teleport, and everyone was looking actually quite low for some reason, getting caught out there.
Yeah, and that's because, Jason, the Caitlyn never even got to reset from the previous play. And you could see just as the Caitlyn died, picking up the Kraken Slayer. And if we had seen that fight with the Caitlyn on that Mythic completion, probably a different fight because full resources, full mana. But that wasn't the case. It was such an extended bot side play. The TK TP down, the TK walked back top, and then the Gnar tried to TP down. And that TP did get cancelled, but it didn't matter. The objective goes to Sprouts, and they're now up
Yeah,
2
in
Drakes.
fact, Kobe is looking pretty low here. Double hop from the side of the Gnar could result
Trundle?
in the kill. Jet Black is here as well, but Taco Cat able to repel this top lane pressure of her now.
Good
As you saw
roam.
from the gold just now, it looked like a lot of this gold lead is on Kobita right now. Up around 1,000 gold. Everyone else just, kind of hovering between the
Oh,
couple
no?
hundred. But uses the Abyssal Voyage. Kobe might be in trouble here.
Oh!
Kobita picks up the solo kill just like that. Abyssal Voyage is more like catfish delivery for your doorstep. You see here, actually, Dallas might be in trouble here. It's by himself. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down after that. Bude picks up the kill easily onto the side of Dallas. Definitely a huge misstep from the Caitlyn there. And, not a mistake you want to be seeing. Taco Cat kind of forced to just watch his bot lane tower go down, especially with Ziggs passive and the satchel charge.
Yeah, and that's the danger of roaming so much in this, as the Thresh. Spend too much time away from the Caitlyn, and that can happen. There was no flash on the Caitlyn, and yeah, there's limited defensive options for the Caitlyn when flash is down and there's no Gale Force in the inventory. It's just the net, and that was clearly not enough this time. And that's first tower. Ziggs is unlocked now. He gets to run around the map, and now this Black Shield is significantly less valuable.
Yeah,
Before
Hook
the
and Axe going wide. Egg does have that Black Shield teleport coming out from the side of Ashko Brewer, and it looks like both teams setting up posturing for something, but I'm not quite sure what they're posturing for. Definitely a bit weird on that side.
I don't think they're maybe Herald, but Cass is walking bot side, so I'm curious what the TP was for. Maybe they thought there was a bigger play at hand. But
Yeah, that's true. And Dallas is going to be forced to go on side lane duty simply because, Caitlyn is so weak in this situation. Jet Black is starting up the Rift Herald, and, the Ziggs and Morgana kind of shoving each other out in mid lane. Morgana does have really good push with that Tormented Soil, but does look like side of Sprouts are going to rotate first towards this Rift Herald. Taco Cat is sitting in the bush ready to fight as well. Gnar has no E. Lantern does go down, pulls in Egg, but nothing so far. Both teams definitely posturing like they really want this Rift Herald here.
yeah, and it's so dangerous to overcommit if you're Team Ambition. If you try to commit with a Lantern Flash Flay as Thresh, that means there's no Lantern to get you back over the Trundle Pillar. You've committed your Flash and all your cooldowns in an attempt to make a pick, and Gnar is not going to be easy to pick right now, given
Yeah, absolutely. He's sitting in Mega right now, and the Ziggs wants to Ziggs.
Oh,
Ziggs in the mid lane. Use the ultimate there, so it's not gonna be available for the Rift Herald fight, or Dragon maybe.
no, it'll be available for Drake. It won't. If they want Herald right this second, it's not going to be available for sure though.
See that the kind of focus on a Herald once again. Egg is pathing towards this top side. It's in top river. Does get that bush control. Pretty standard stuff so far right off the bat. And it looks like Sprouts are gonna take the recall. Egg looks like he's gonna pick up this Rift Herald as well. And so second Rift Herald, definitely good value. I think if you're able to get it to charge onto a tier 2 tower, then it's definitely worth it. But yeah, it's no longer, like before where second Rift Herald is completely useless. Kobita is going to spot them out here, but really not going to be able to do much unless you can pull off a Miracle Steal, because Jet Black is just nowhere near the vicinity right now.
Yeah, and my concern with this Herald take, Jason, is that it's less than a minute to Infernal Drake, and your Thresh is gonna have to recall. Or no, he's not gonna recall. He's just gonna run straight bot. And you're late to set up now. And I already mentioned in Champ Select that this Caitlyn comp wants to set up early, but now it's to become a really difficult proposition for them because you see
Yeah.
TK and Olaf just coming off resets. Morgana is in Narnia compared to where the Caitlyn and Thresh are, and
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and Gnar doesn't have Mega, so that's the one oh, that that
Oh,
that's the one upside. But he does have TP, so you have to keep a close eye on his Gnar bar, because if he's allowed to TP in about to transform, then I can't envision a way that Team Ambition win this fight. If
yeah,
the
a lot
Gnar
of
is a
macro play going on right now. Nar is able to push towards that tier 2, but mid lane tower does get picked up from the side of TA. They do have those trap lines, that trap line set up in the upper area of the river, so they are able to get the start on the dragon. Trundle flashes
oh, he
in,
steals
is
it.
able to pick up the steal on the dragon. Teleport coming in from Nar as well. Cassiopeia all goes wide, trapped. Saddle on top of the Ziggs. Dallas in trouble here, trying to cut away. Kobita coming in as well, over the wall, exhausted. Is going to be able to flash away from the side of Dallas, but it looks like it's going to be a clean wipe for the side of Sprouse. Ace going towards Sprout. Double kill going towards the Cassiopeia. And it looks like it's going to be a complete ace.
Yeah, clean ace. They steal the Drake, and Jason, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that is the game. That approach to that Infernal Drake looked better for Team Ambition than it had any right to be. They got the mid tier 1. They were first to river, but the Gnar came into play, and the flash steal completely catching them off guard. And yeah, and now they're well and truly behind. The Caitlyn is nowhere near to being as strong as she needs to be to carry these fights, and the Olaf's already starting to fall off.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like the Tom Kench pick hasn't really been able to get much impact here. And the Morgana pick really, aside from that one Soul Shackle we saw in the early game, hasn't been able to do much here. And definitely, you know, the focus for TA definitely hasn't been the most concentrated in one way. And so definitely 3 dragons to the side of Sprouts. They are on Soul Point. TA do have Olaf, who's decently strong, but once again, they're all sitting on like 1.5 items. And, you know, we're starting to see the 2 items come out for the champs on Sprouts, and this gold's only going to snowball more as they pick up this mid tower.
Yeah, and a slight oh,
As we
okay,
say that, though, Hafsuma is caught out. Alistar is very tanky, though, does have the ultimate available as well. Nar coming in, Kobita does get the Q, Boulder
that was
toss, able to get the connection there. Bit of an awkward exchange, but Alistar just being so tanky, able to survive for quite a while. Gold going towards Sprouts as they pick up this mid lane tier 1. And yeah, looks like Kobita had the exhaust effect on him just now. Dallas chunked out pretty low as well. Does Ziggs have that Mega Inferno Bomb to try to go for that kill? No, not yet. But it looks like
gonna
he's
be
gonna
up
keep up with the
shortly.
siege.
Yeah, and actually, ooh,
Oh, hook coming down as well, but once again, you know, the size Sprouts, they're pretty ahead. They're pretty tanky. It's really hard for them to
so
really do anything. As I say that, though, Jet Black is chunked out pretty low by that Tormented Soil and Binding combo.
he is red
Looks
though.
like, yeah, and it looks like Sprouts are just going to choose to back off for now as well. They're happy with picking up 2 towers.
Yeah, I don't think they have much. They're not gonna be able to do much else with their Baron play now that they've given control of the wave back over. Yeah, resets are coming in for the Alistar. I don't think we're gonna see much else. They're probably just gonna wait for Infernal Soul and then try to close out with a Zig Siege there.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 minutes until that Infernal Soul Dragon does come down. Now, TA have had a much better setup for the last dragon, so I'm excited to see if, you know, they're able to make that adjustment and be able to move in for this next dragon. That's definitely one thing to pay attention for. But, you know, once again, if we look at this gold draft, it's not looking pretty. We do see that Trundle is going for the kill on towards Kobe, saving that pillar, but the flash coming
There
down
it is.
cancels the Abyssal Voyage. Once again, Catfish is on the menu right now. Jet Black is on a rampage.
Yeah, and there's just nothing that Team Ambition can do anymore. They don't have. Maybe they could have tried to force an engagement, but they don't have great tools to force and engage. They have Thresh, Morgana, and Olaf, and TK can engage, but I don't think that's the capacity that Team Ambition picked. That's not what they want him to do. He's just a meatball. for Team Ambition to stand in front of the Caitlyn and allow her to do damage. But this Caitlyn's not doing any damage.
Yeah, absolutely. As you see, Jet Black might get caught off here. Unstoppable does go out for the side
Oh
of Egg.
no.
Flashes in from. Oh,
Oh,
huge Gnar ultimate. Kobita is on a killing spree now. Egg gonna get wiped off the planet here, but Ashko Burr is able to pick up the kills here. Jet Black is unstoppable. And after that, Bude kind of just on the side, happily picking up his tower. And so, you know, Sprouts are definitely, they might even look for the end here. They're really ahead right now, and they do have
they have
that
the
Ziggs
Ziggs.
able to go demolition crew mode. Oh
No,
no, it looks like
they're playing it
gonna,
safe.
yeah.
I'm Yeah, I think the death timers are just a little too short to feel confident in your decision to end there. Even with the Ziggs, even with the Cassiopeia, who do a lot of damage to towers and structures. They get the Infernal Soul for free though. There is no way that Team Ambition can set up at all because Sprouts are already on the objective. And we can see Olaf just now running into the inside jungle.
Yeah,
Soul
it's gonna be a
claimed.
10k gold lead after the conclusion of that fight, and Sprouts really look like, there was just a step ahead of TA right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now I'm just waiting to see how Sprouts choose to close it out and how long it's going to take them, because they have all the tools now. They have a significant gold lead, and they have at this point a better comp. The tools that they have to enforce their will on the enemy team are better than the ones that Team Ambition have drafted to protect themselves with.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this Infernal Soul, Baron coming up in 50 seconds as well, it's gonna take a miracle throw from Sprouts for TA to even think about coming back to this game. This game is just completely blown out the water here. And so, yeah, definitely gonna look forward to how these teams are choosing to close it out. But as I say that, face check hook coming in from after that Bude, not taking the Lantern.
Oh,
Alistar does get the knockout on towards Dallas. Dallas and Taco Cat both extremely low, but Jet Black is right there dominating. So after that, Bude is able to get shut down by Egg with that last undertow, picking up the kill. But 1 for 3 for the side of Sprouts, and it looks like they could just look to the end right now.
I would hope that this is the point where they try to end the game. They don't have the
Yeah,
Ziggs anymore.
Morgana and Tomcatch not really able to defend super well. I think the Tormented Soil is able to provide some value, but looks like they can opt for the second inhibitor and move towards the Baron.
Okay. All right. It's a bit unfortunate that they lost the Ziggs, but the game has to end soon, right, Jason? It's like I feel like at this point I'm just waiting for them to close the game out. To me, the game's won. The game was won several minutes ago in my mind, but now we're waiting for them to sign the paperwork.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like the last couple final details. I think they're gonna end on this Baron push for sure.
Fingers
Ziggs
crossed.
does have that elixir, magic elixir there ready to go. Dallas is in trouble here. Does get caught out, and it looks like this
Dead.
Caitlyn, the sheriff of Piltover, is gonna be off duty now. Not too long for this world anymore. Taco Cat is gonna get autoed down by Kobita, but looks like she's gonna be harassed, telling it's not your jungle anymore. Hook does go down on towards the Nard, but right now, just a basic trait of abilities right now. And looks like Sprouts are opting to push towards this top lane instead of barreling down mid, definitely slowing down their chance, slowing down their speed at winning the game.
I'm really please. I believe in Sprout's ability to close the game out right here. They have supers
Yeah,
pressing in from mid lane.
they have to be able to. Two
Yeah.
waves of super minions. They have this baroned up minion wave. They should sync up. They should walk towards the mid lane so the super minions can also get it. But looks like they're just gonna kind of stand here awkwardly because the waves aren't synced up. And so if you look at it, it's actually really awkward for them to end.
Yeah, this is I think
Wait, where are they going?
that's the perfect word to describe the situation, Jason. It's just awkward. And this is a consequence of this is AGL, right? So The
Yeah, true.
like that kind of coordination is always great to see, and in fact should be expected on stuff like in leagues like AVL and such. But it's by no way a guarantee. And clearly here, even with a winning side laner like the Gnar, they're unable or unwilling to play a multi-lane setup, and so they just barrel down one lane and hope that it works out. Because
Yeah, that I'm a bit baffled by that, honestly. I thought, you send a couple people, try force a fight, and you're up 12,000 gold. I don't. They're playing like they're only up 2,000. I think definitely a bit of hesitation from the side of Sprouts, but they are gonna. It does seem like they might end up having to wait for this Elder Dragon, which they'll get for free, but it just kind of drags the game on, and kind of it's
you
it's not
hate
the
to
most
see
efficient
it.
way to. Yeah, absolutely. As you see there, Dallas just does negative damage to Kobita there. But once again, they are pushing down mid now, and they're looking to kind of force them into the corner, into the side here.
Oh
Huge Mega
man.
Inferno on here. Flash combo going in from the outside, able to one-shot the Caitlyn there. And just when we were saying they were kind of hesitating a bit, they can hold their laurels up high because Kobita's unstoppable. Nar is in Mega, ready to go, and it looks like he is able to get that stun, get that clap. Ashko Brr is on a rampage, and it looks like Sprouts are going to pick up this first game.
Yeah, it took a little longer than I would have liked, but overall, it was a pretty clean game from Sprouts. They got every single objective. Oh, every objective but one. They didn't get one hair.
All right, and welcome back to this Week 5 matchup between Sprouts and Team Ambition Nova. As we see here, we're already a bit deep into draft, and so Diana picked up for Sprouts, and Xin set responded by Team Ambition. Simulacrum, what do you tell me? What do you see so far?
I always like to see Xin Zhao into a champ like Diana. Diana likes to dive in, Xin Zhao just says no. And even Set can do that. They're both champs that love people coming into them. And a Diana pick indicates either front to back or dive from Sprouts. If they transition to poke here, it's gonna be a little weird. Yeah, there we go. There's the
Yeah,
Alistar.
absolutely. Like I think Diana's a strong AP jungler right now, but definitely gets slapped around by Xin Zhao, who is definitely by far and away, the apex jungler right now, and especially since set ult as well counters that Diana engage. Really
Hmm?
interesting to see, how like you said, just a lot of this kind of counter peel and then this engage. So you see the Gnar being locked in again for Sprouts.
Okay. Tried and
Okay.
true. Like the Nard doesn't really tell you anything. I would love to see Silas right here. I'd love Team Ambition just to slam Silas because Nar and Alistar.
Lul.
Shit. I'm so sad. I the I'm sure every Silas player in the lobby in the chat is just drooling at the prospect of stealing those ults. It's so good. There's a reason that Alistar has fallen by the wayside in higher echelons of play, and that's because you can't willingly pick Alistar knowing that there's a Silas potentially coming in on the other side. They ban it. They ban the Silas because they know it's bad, or they're listening to
Yeah,
me.
absolutely.
Eh,
Hey guys, turn off the stream now. Just saying, but yeah, definitely. I see a Swain man coming in as well. Definitely
what?
kind of curious for some of these picks, but
Yeah, this.
nonetheless, TA do have the option for I think either counter pick mid or support here, because I don't think, or even AD carry. So Trundle being banned out definitely was a pick that was quite annoying once we got into
Mhm.
that mid late game for the side of TA. So I'm a fan of that. I'm not sure about the Swain ban personally, but it looks like
Don't like it.
Dallas's Vayne is going to be banned out as well. Definitely a good ban as well, especially since you have two beefy boys in the Gnar and Alistar.
Yeah. I do you think the Lulu is just a support pick straight up, or do you think they're going to do some other enchanter supportive mid lane shenanigans?
I think there's definitely room for it to be flexed. Now, Jinx does get picked up here, but no Thresh with it. Oh, Aphelios does get picked up here. So definitely, TA could totally pick Thresh on 5. In fact, they can because Alistar's already been locked in. This is
Hmm.
I kind of like this draft direction from the side of TA, setting themselves up with a really, really high quality scaling bot lane. But once again, putting all their eggs into the Dallas basket does come with its risks.
Yeah. I think the Lulu mid makes more sense now, just because Xin Zhao and Set are champs that also benefit from having an enchanter in their pocket, and I suspect Xin Zhao Lulu will just out 2v2 anything that Sprouts will draft here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks
Let's
like
see what
last
let's see
pick
that.
will be the mid lane counter pick in towards this Lulu. So I'm excited to see how it is. I would really want to see something that like just like does like provide sustain. Like I'd like to see a Karma here just to speed up the whole team or provide that sustain, play out these team fights. But I'm not sure what Sprouts could pick here. See a
Elite.
Talia being picked in for
Wait,
Ashko Brewer here, or
you
could be a
slam threat.
Talia jungle.
You slam Thresher. You just slam Thresher, right? That's
Yeah, it is the tried, tested, and true Aphelios Thresh bot lane. Very, very strong.
plays
Talia is
Orianna.
or we've been told that Talia is Oriana. So Oriana, not a good, really good pick here as well. Definitely, if T. All right, and welcome back. We're loaded onto Summoner's Rift for this week 5 matchup between Sprouts and Team Vision Nova. Once again, I'm Jason Kirk 5. I'm with Simul Crub. And what are your thoughts as we load onto the Rift?
Oh, Jason, I have concerns, and I am also happy about several things. One, I do like TK mid here. It I really hope that Xin Zhao paths mid level 2 and just burns the Ori flash. That'd be great. Set to conquer. I'm really upset.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm really upset. TK took grasp. You're not proccing grasp in this lane, friend. I hate to break it to you. Anyway, the biggest concern though I have is the Lulu support. If you're not up to snuff on the Enchanter versus Engage support matchups, then you're just gonna get bent over in lane.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. The whole reason why enchanters are much more difficult is because your positioning matters that much more in compared to a tank.
yeah,
And so
you need to.
definitely. Oh, you were
No,
saying?
sorry. Uh, I was saying that you need to consistently poke away at the melee supports, because if they get to engage on equal footing, then it's just you're just gonna lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
And so,
Go
oh,
ahead.
you're saying
No,
again?
I cut you off that time. Go ahead.
All right, but yeah, like definitely. So good thing is we do see Egg starting from that top side is going to be able to path down, provide pressure for that mid and bot lane, which is definitely a step up compared to how the jungling went in the early game in game one. So I really like to see that. But yeah, once again, like just if Ashko Brewer is able to just zone Jer properly, it's going to be a really difficult matchup for the top bench to play in.
Ooh, Lulu getting really ambitious right there, just running right past the minion wave and Dallas, who is playing really far back, and took a call.
As you see,
Just
yeah, some trading going on here. The set took W first as well. Pretty interesting. Pretty standard stuff so far. Does look like Sprouts is gonna hit level 2 first in the bot lane after next minion, and then they're gonna posture for the combo. Does get the WQ on towards the Aphelios. Good timing of the combo there. Does
oh
pick the Q
man,
off as well. Is he able to pick up the kill? Flash
he's
Ignite
dead.
going down.
Oh
Does
shield.
have the shield, so Dallas is able to survive on a sliver of health. But after that, Bude does have that piercing arrow, remember? And if he gets it, he's gonna be able to pick up the kill potentially. Now, bot lane
Oh,
is looking really low for TA Nova so far. Definitely needs to start auto-attacking away to get that the Cull healing back. But once again, look who's here. It's Egg. Now, is on a ward here, so not going to be able to have maximum efficiency. And looks like the Xin Zhao showing up is more of just a relieving pressure rather than providing it right now.
yeah, and this is my worst fears have been realized, Jason. It is looking incredibly doomed bot lane already. The call start is ambitious at best, and the fact that Lulu did not take Guardian in this matchup and took Airy, it just is, and given how the lane's gone so far, is supreme arrogance. You can't, if you're gonna get exposed in lane this hard, you have to take Guardian. If you even have a
Yeah,
doubt of misplaying, or if, yeah, and so it,
and the wave is pushing out for the side of TA as well. And, even though they both have flash, they don't have heal. They don't really have that defensive option anymore. And Varus does have a
oh
lot of
no,
burst. Once again, just getting engaged on again. It looks like first blood going towards after that Bude. Really greedy positioning from the side of Taco Cat here and getting punished for it.
Yeah, and another consequence of bot lane going this poorly, Jason, is that Lulu took Spell Thief's Edge, and when you're getting gapped this hard from the first wave
Yeah, you're not allowed
onwards,
to proc it.
yeah, you're not gonna have wards, and it's just gonna snowball even further. I
Yeah, it
mean,
looks like Aphelios is in trouble as well. Flash forward from after that Bude
oh,
is going to get traded back from Dallas
but
because of that extra tower shot. But
yeah.
once again, the ball lane of TA Nova just kind of greeting it out here.
Mhm. I wonder if Varus lives if he doesn't auto there. Maybe not.
I
I'd have to
guess we'll
watch.
never know.
I'd have to watch it back to really get an idea. But no mid lane gank yet. Fiori has been allowed to retain her flash, which I don't think should be allowed against TK Xin.
Yeah, now Jerd does have a sizable CS advantage this early on, which is definitely surprising considering, the nature of melee versus ranged. But and we do see both junglers actually just opting for full clears and being really quiet, especially in this early game.
Yeah, but if you're Jet Black, Jason, you are so happy. Your bot lane is just winning on its own. Your Ori's down a little bit, but she'll still be able to shockwave and provide utility and shielding for the team. It's not the end of the world. Um, but Diana will clear faster than Jin Zhao will outpace him, and having a winning bot lane with a playmaking ADC like Varus is so great to have. The chain of corruption is
Yeah,
going to have so much
absolutely.
value.
And I'm really looking forward to when Varus is building Serpent's Fang as well
Oh,
as we see as
he's just
speak
dead.
of the devil, Varus is just greeting out of for what?
Why was he
Yeah,
in River? Wait. He went for the
it
ward. Why
looks
did
like
he?
he placed he placed a ward there. You see the ward by
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top.
I did see it. Yeah, I'm just baffled that he thought that ward was needed right now when his jungler is was just starting Krugs and his support was elsewhere.
Yeah, now that looks like TA is able to gonna pick up a breather here, pick up kind of like a bit of a stimulus here. Varus does give that free kill over, and so definitely much needed gold for the side of Dallas here. He's 2-1-0 as well, so technically not that much far behind after that Bude now.
Yeah, no, this is super good for Team Ambition. Aphelios allowed to get back into the game from. There's just been green on both sides this game, Jason. First it was Team Ambition, then it was Sprouts, and now we're almost back to equilibrium. We're almost back to where we started.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of.
Absolutely. Does get the Hail of Blades proc.
Oh
Flash
no.
WQ going down. Perfect combo, but Dallas flashing in as well, trying to get the trade kill, but not enough health to make that worth its while. Flash forced out from the Lulu as well. And once again, just when you were saying we're back at equilibrium, the chaos comes riding back in, Simwakram.
I was cautiously optimistic there, Jason. I thought the Lulu had spaced it well with the glitter lances and the health picks. I thought that they were out of the Alistar range, but Alistar pressed the flash key and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
Uh,
so definitely, once again, bit greedy from the side of TA bot lane. Once again, just when we say they're doing a bit better, here they go. But once again, for the Aphelios, he is building towards the item. He's not gigantically far behind yet, but after that Bude is able to get a recall here, so it looks like he's gonna be able to pick up that serrated Dirk. He's gonna be able to pick up some boots as well. Definitely a much needed purchase on the side of the Varus. He'd be way more ahead if he didn't get caught out in that river too. So still looking
mhm.
positive for Sprouts though.
Yeah, they're still in a comfortable spot. Top laners haven't even backed yet. They're just having fun up there.
Yeah, two homies chilling in the top lane.
Yeah.
The
Hyper proc.
the chess match in League of Legends.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so good CS lead built up for the side of Kobita here. The Church of Andy going to full effect. But once again, some more trading going down in this ball lane. Does get the W kill onto the Lulu.
Oh
Missed
no.
ultimate from the side of Dallas. And
Oh.
Jet Black is here as well. No flash for the side of the Aphelios. Moonfall does come down, but the shield able to keep Aphelios alive for just a little bit longer. Egg comes in, does pick up the kill onto wards. It carry Kobe TP's in as well and picks up the kill onto wards Jet Black. Overall worth it, but once again, top lane being sacked for. And it's a free lane for Kobita. That's going to be a 30 CS lead plus plates and XP, which should be huge for the side of the Gnar.
Yeah, and the bot lane for Team Ambition continues to get beaten down. They don't get the kills. They're down resources again. It's so unfortunate the Moonlight Vigil didn't land. But yeah, and Kubito allowed to go TP back top and get plates, and once again he's back to his Gnar ways. He's gonna TP later in the game and just be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, no, he did only get one plate off of that fight, so not as big of a value play as previous ones. But once again, still able to just be able to have so much control over this top lane matchup. And so even though that was a trade of kills that went slightly for the favor of TA, just because of shutdowns we would have picked up. Sprouts still okay with that and are up 2,000 gold as a result.
Facebreaker just doesn't quite land. That's always hard to land against Gnar. At least he has a red buff to keep him topped off. And yep, steel caps. My concern is that the Diana got a kill there. Did she get 2 kills? She only got 1 kill. But
yeah, but Chains of Corruption going down on towards Lulu. Lulu does get comboed down the shield, not enough to keep her alive.
No.
Hafsumo picks up the kill, but Shockwave going down in towards the mid lane. Jer forced to use the Great Shield. Great health passive, but Moonfall coming down as well. Dallas picks up the kill on towards Hafsumo. Zinzao looking for the kill onto the Virus maybe, but looks like it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Sprouts after a fight in mid and bot.
Yeah, fortunate that Team Ambition at least got a kill onto Dallas in that exchange, but now that Diana is 2-1, getting accelerated even further. And
yeah, Dallas might want to look for a kill here after that. Bude is pretty low. Does have that Moonlight Vigil as well with the Gravitum coming down. Taco Cat is able to spot out Jet Black here. Doesn't have the Polymorph. Where's the Polymorph? Where's the Polymorph coming down? Wild Growth used down his head. Egg goes in. Now Diana doesn't have the Moonfall, so not enough damage to be able to pick up the kill. Crescent picks up the shutdown on towards Diana. Egg going in again on towards this. Orianna does have the flash. Flash burned from the Orianna too. Definitely really greedy positioning from the Diana, and I got scared for Taco. I got scared for Taco Cat there. Didn't use the Polymorph for quite a while, but not punished as a result.
Yeah, forced to use the ultimate and the exhaust, but Diana hates exhaust. Don't know if you know, Jason. You see those Dianas get wide-eyed as they hit that 5-man Moonfall, and they just get exhausted as the damage comes down, and it's really sad to see.
Wow,
no
Moonfall coming. No Moonfall yet, which means not enough damage.
Yeah, not enough damage, and much-needed kills in the pocket of Team Ambition. Probably not great that it went to the Xin Zhao, but it's better than nothing, and hopefully they can punish the Orianna having no flash. They have yet to really turn any attention mid lane, and I'd like them to now that the flash is down.
Yeah, absolutely. Jer once again just using that Abyssal Voyage, being really aggressive in this mid lane matchup. And
here comes Xin Zhao.
He's a Tom Kent, he can do whatever he wants. Xin Zhao is here, no flash on the Orianna, does get that W. Shockwave coming down as well, but does it look like it's going to be able to deter them? Yes, Tom Kent does pull off the eat as well, meaning that they are able to survive for that much longer. Abyssal Voyage comes down, but Jet Black does have that moonfall ready. Is Tom Kent able to live? No, Jared gets slain, and it looks like Hafsumo picks up the kill on towards Egg as well. Disaster for the side of TA. Really well played from Ashko Brew to be able to just sustain for so long and buy so much time.
Yeah, and it's so difficult for Lulu to respond to these roams because the Alistar has a lot of self-sufficiency. Oh, good chain.
Yeah, Chains of Corruption going down as well. Wildgrowth does go out to the Aphelios, but Aphelios is able to have to flash burned out as well. Ultimate went down as well. Does get the shield bro proc, which means that he's looking incredibly low and it could be dived. Wow, constant action going on all around the map. Soon will come. We don't really get the breathing time, huh?
Oh no!
So Flash going down again. Like, speaking of which, Flash going down on towards the Lulu. Force the trade Flash on towards
Here's TK.
on from the side of Taco Pack. But after that, Bude tried to pick up the snipe.
Oh.
Does pick up the snipe. Hafsumo getting jumped on by Jer is able to get the headbutt on towards the Tom Kench. Now Tom Kench does have that great health, but the knockup buys one more time. Hafsumo picks up a kill onto Jer. What's going on? After that, Bude escapes as well. Dallas not able to pick up the trade kill. Now, TP was burnt from the side of Ashko Burr, but that mid lane looking completely empty right now. This game is just turned completely on its head.
Oh, no. If you're Team Ambition, you're in shit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Kobe gets one shot by Jetpack here. Really good coordination. And we're looking like a LPL game right now. There's fighting going on everywhere, and just we don't even get to analyze what's going on.
I think the only analysis I can offer at this point, Jason, is that Sprouts, they lost a couple of skirmishes and sequences early, but they came out ahead. They kept coming out ahead slightly in more situations, and now they're just completely dominating. The Diana is absurdly strong. The Gnar is a problem, and the fact that Sprouts is playing this aggressively and Team Ambition is barely unable to get anything back.
Yeah, once again, speaking off aggression, Chains of Corruption going down onto the Aphelios. Knockup does go down, but
He
looks like
lives.
Dallas is able to get out with a sliver of health. Settled coming in on towards after that Bude. Kobe does pick up that shutdown. Two-man Facebreaker is able to pick up some form of kill. Maybe Aphelios Moonlight Vigil does go down on towards the Alistar, but the Alistar looking pretty tanky. Kobita does have the Mega Gnar, does have that E ready. Does he? Is he even able to look for Flash ult? Yes,
Oh, no!
flashes forward, but instant polymorph gets eaten by the top catch as well. Looking for a return kill. Egg does have that Crescent Strike going down. Is able to pick up the W.
Please
Is
tell
he
me.
able to pick up the kill? A sliver of health on towards. But Jet Black does pick up the return kill on towards the Aphelios. Shut down on the Alistar pick down. Shut down on the Gnar pick down as well for the side of Egg. This Xin Zhao is looking gigantic, but it looks like a bunch of mangling everywhere on this fight in this bot side.
Oh man, jeez. Oh, they're intent. They have no intention of stopping at this. Every time there's a fight, every time, Jason, you think you're gonna get a break, and finally I get to break it down. What's going on? Yes, Chad, I do see the Rift Maker on Diana. I'm not a fan. It should have been a Hex Tech Rocket Belt. But yeah, so many things happen in that fight. Kobita flashing forward just to get polymorphed. I don't think he's gonna try that one again.
Yeah.
Chain of Corruptions are just on point though.
Yeah, definitely. Really, I think I'd like to say though, even though the Chain of Corruptions are 1 point, Dallas didn't get one shot, and so was able to buy some time for himself and output some damage. Taco Cat did well to keep the Aphelios alive just for that much longer. Now, I say that Taco Cat is gonna venture in some unknown territory here, but Kobita might be the one caught out instead. Uses the double hop away,
no,
double
Chain of
knock
Corruption
down
again.
on towards the Aphelios. Chain of Corruption going on towards Dallas, but he does get the piercing arrow off on the side. Egg is also the sideline, 1v4 by 1v5 by himself. Crescent Strike not able to keep himself alive for long enough. It looks like it's gonna be a free dragon for the side of Sprouts. Good setup, and Kobita thought, oh, I'm the one caught out. No, you're the one caught out here with me.
Yeah, and it's looking to me, Jason, that Sprouts are just playing better as a unit. They're playing ridiculously aggressive, but they have the cooldowns and the tools to warrant that kind of playstyle. The Chain of Corruption has been used every fight in the past 3 fights to great success. And the Lulu doesn't have the cooldown reduction yet to just keep ulting Aphelios. And there was no exhaust that time. And now the shield bow's down, so the Aphelios has to play really careful. And he hasn't popped the call yet. The 5 stacks in the call. That always feels so bad.
Wait, he started the game with a call. Oh, okay,
yes,
he just got it completed. He just got it completed.
Okay.
Scaling.
Yeah. There is hope. It's not over yet for Team Ambition, but it does look grim because the coordination does not quite seem to be there for them. Whereas Sprouts is
Sprouts playing like a complete unit here. So you see Kobita is able to get a lot of trade damage on towards Jur. Gets that hyper proc as well, but Mega Gnar is available. Does get the hop out and away. So a bit of some trading out this topside Jur. Looking to push up for some more. Is able to get the Abyssal Voyage knock as well. Egg is here as well. Mega does get the Gnar off into the wall, but move fall on 2-man with the Chains of Corruption combo coming down. Now, Wild Goof does get it off to the fight. Egg is pretty low. Kobita gets the Locket Shield triggered onto him. Jur does get the Abyssal Voyage knockup. Egg does get this W kill onto towards the Gnar there. But Tom Kench ult does go down. Dallas has red and white, so some really good guns to work with here. But after that, Bude is walking forward, face checking the Aphelios. It's an 80 carry battle. Jet Black comes in with the E, picks up the kill on towards the Aphelios, but Jur on a sliver of health, not gonna be able to get the trade kill. Taco Cat looks not too long for this world as well. Double kill going towards the Varus, and it looks like we need a Rift Herald picked up for the side of Sprouts as well.
Oh, the fight was so close. It looked so promising. You were right. The Severum and the Chakrams was almost enough for Team Ambition to take that fight, but the items are not quite there yet. And I think that shows that there's hopes yet for Team Ambition, because the Aphelios will become a threat once he's on items and the right guns, like we just saw. But I think they forced their hand too hard. There's no need to go that aggressive
Yeah,
this early in the game.
speaking of which, here we go. Jet Black invading in on towards Egg. Moonfall
Sad.
does come down as well. No Crescent Strike does have the flash. Godlike from the side of Jet Black. Oh, man.
Oh, the Diana is just simply too strong.
Rift Herald coming down as well. A huge influx. 323 gold a piece. For
Oh, max
once
range.
again, the Chains of Corruption. Oh, man. Kavita picks up the kill out the Taco Cat. So well coordinated from the side of Sprouts. They're going to pick up this inhibitor tower as well. And look for this inhibitor maybe 20 minutes into the game. Now, this is a really early inhibitor, so they could look for the potential freeze, but no, they're going to back off. And, you know, not bleed away the extra gold from this one lane that due to super minions. But man, oh man, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's quickly slipping out of Team Ambition's hands. I just not 2 minutes ago I was saying that there's hope for them yet, and in the following 2 minutes they have lost a number of towers and a number of kills, and they are bleeding gold terribly now. That's a 10 sec, or wait, it's not a Medjais. It's not a Medjais yet. Turn it into a Medjais? Diana? No?
But but you know what it is? It is it's basically a 10k gold league at 20 minutes into the game. This is Sprout's game to lose, honestly. Yeah, the gold discrepancy huge. Diana has 11,000, 3,000 gold up on the counterpart. Varus, 1,100 gold ahead of the Felios. Almost a 2,000 gold lead for the side of Kavita. Like, so much gold, so many leads in all the lanes, where it all matters. And the Alistar 4 and 2 as well. Like, so many members on the side of Sprouts are just so fed. It makes it so difficult for the side of TA. They really need to, I think if they want to come back in the game, they need to start making some picks.
Yeah, and it's so hard to force picks with their comp, because if they overextend chasing a kill, they're going to get Diana ulted. They're going to get Gnar ulted. They're going to get Varus ulted. There's so many things to be scared of. And because the Xin Zhao, they only have effectively 2 damage dealers right now. It's Xin Zhao and Aphelios. Set can do damage. But the way the fights are proceeding, he's not really getting a ton of value, at least from these previous fights.
That chain of corruptions, they're finally whiffing for the side after Abude. You can't hit all of them.
You can't.
But once again, just it's so dangerous from the side of Sprouts. That one ult, just by able to buy so much space, and the Sprouts are able to pick up this second Cloud Dragon uncontested. TA are able to pick up this top tier one just as a kind of return play, which is good for them. Get some needed gold into their pockets. But once again, the map is so big for the side of the map is just so big, and it's gonna be so difficult to make these cross map plays without losing something on the other end.
And basically no one can go near the Diana anymore. It's too scary a proposition, Jason. You just have to give unless the exhaust is in the equation, you don't want to go anywhere near her. Pretty much, if Team Ambition are going to attempt to win this game, they literally have to play around the exhaust cooldown, and they just have to exhaust Diana every fight. But
Dallas
I don't know.
able to get the mid tower in retaliation, so Chains of Corruption, it is onto a Tom Kench. Set ultimate comes down onto the Alistar. Good pull, good stuns coming in, but once again wasn't able to get the W true damage off in time. Huge Moonfall 3-man Shockwave as well. Double kill going towards Ashgover. Flash coming in from Jet Black, but looking like he's in trouble as well. Half Sumo tanking, one more tower shot. Egg coming down as well. Dallas able to pick up the shutdown return kill on towards the Diana. And it looks like as much of an excellent, eye-pleasing engage that was for the side of Sprouts. That was a huge 1,000 gold shutdown going towards the needed Aphelios scaling. Now, Egg goes again once in. Kavita does get the ult on towards the Gnar onto the Aphelios. It's an ace for Sprouts.
Once again, Team Ambition getting a little too eager. They got the shutdown. You should just leave it at that. Walk away. Your members are respawning. And yeah, several times in this game, Jason, Team Ambition has seemed like they're on the brink of being able to turn the corner in this game, and then they just throw it away again. They get too greedy, and I guess that's a recurring theme in this game because they started calling they went airy on Lulu. But yeah,
Yeah,
at 1,000 gold is still really good for Aphelios. That's definitely
a
that's
thousand
the
gold
only.
definitely good for Aphelios. Yeah,
I am concerned. I am slightly concerned that Lulu doesn't have the reaction times to exhaust the Moonfall Diana. The exhaust was available. The Lulu could have exhausted and didn't.
I think
Maybe
it
just
was coming off of cooldown. I'm not
was it?
100% sure. I think maybe that could be the case.
Okay, maybe.
But I think definitely, like you said, a lot of greed and the Church of Andy coming down to punish that greed. You've sinned, and it's time for some divine retribution. Definitely, Kobita really on point with these Gnar ultimates, and
Mhm.
really just the synergy in the ultimates from the side of Sprouts have been so good. It was once again
Uh-oh.
Malcolm going on
Forced.
half health instantly from that Oriana W as well. Taka Cat forced to flash out, and it's just so
Oh
many
man.
threats from the side of Sprouts. Jep like hiding in the bush. Jer looking like he's in trouble here. Not really gonna. I don't think he'll use the Moonfall for Tom Kench, but still so dangerous for the side of TA right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Felius, you don't want to be walking that way. Yep, there you go. Get back with your team. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, Aphelios does have that 2 items now, and so does the Xin and the set. So some room for a comeback here, but I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for a 3.5 item Diana with those Dark Seal stacks. Oriana also pretty strong. Varus also pretty strong as well, has those items. So is Alstars. They're gonna look to camp the bush right now. Hasumo
Oh.
does punch the ground in anger, but Chains of Corruption going down. Huge Moonlight Vigil coming down as well. The W set ultimate coming down. E gets the format pull. Shockwave comes down as well. Now, Ashko is pretty
Wait.
low. Shutdown
This is
picked up
Baron.
on towards the Oriana and the Dallas. Looking like he's in a good position to be able to deal damage.
Oh
Taco Cat
man.
picks up the kill on towards Jetpack. Half Sumo forced to run for his life. Jer does have that Abyssal Voice down, coming down on towards the time catch. Does get the
He lands
Q
it slow.
slow as well. Ek is on the rebound. Oh, Alistar is able to get away, but looks like it's going to be Baron Nashor going towards the side of TA. Some signs of life coming into that 3 for nothing.
Oh, that was a huge Aphelios ult. And the Devour was on point from the TK as well. Oh, I really hope that Team Ambition can get this Baron on all 5 and
Yeah,
get
now
out clean lane.
Kabita does have the Mega Gnar as well.
Oh
Could
no,
have
here
a
he
huge
goes.
Gnar ultimate. Huge Gnar ultimate. 3-man coming down as well on towards Taco Cat. Kabita does pick up the kill onto there, but the Gnar not looking too long for this world. Dallas picks up the kill onto there. 3 gold. I'm not sure that was a good trade, honestly, some of them.
Yeah, you take the Baron away from Lulu, but the thing is Lulu's never going to be Baroning up a wave on her lonesome. And that's probably the one Baron you're saying, oh, it's okay, we can give that one. That's not a big deal. And they're gonna lose the Drake in trade, but I think they're fine with that. The only concern I have is that these cloud drakes are gonna mean this Varus ult is always gonna be up. He's basically gonna every time you try to step up like to a wave or near Varus, you have to be concerned about the Chain of Corruption coming out. It's already on an absurdly low cooldown thanks to the poke build, but the additional ability haste from the Drakes is just.
Yeah, I wonder what his I wonder what the Varus ultimate cooldown is gonna be. I'm thinking, surely it can't be as crazy as something like where he can, use his ult twice in one team fight or something. But it has to be
It's close.
extremely low. Yeah,
It's gonna be close.
if we do get a chance for production or something, just to see that Varus ultimate cooldown 35 seconds. Wow, that is ridiculously low. And so definitely he's gonna be looking for that ultimate on cooldown pretty much. And we see right now TA do want to try get the map set up, but once again they don't really have towers, so really hard for them to find a push anywhere.
Yeah, and and the Baron is invaluable for Team Ambition because it just allows them to stay. What is Aphelios? Okay. Yeah, he has folks around him. It's fine. Yeah, this gives them time to get gold and catch back up, get some XP back in their pocket, and if they can stall out the game until Aphelios gets IE, that's best case for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It does have that Lord Dominic's complete as well, which is huge into Sprouts' team comp right now. They managed to negate that 10k gold lead all the way down to 5k. So definitely really, really good avenues of comeback here for the side of TA. Force of Nature was completed on the set. So there's a lot of magic damage from the side of Sprouts that could be negated here. Once again, now do TA decide to push out as 4 and look towards going for this mid tier 2, and it looks like they're able to. The rest of the squad for Sprouts not really in a position to do much here.
It didn't
Now,
go.
Egg does get the knock up on towards the Alistar, but it is a beefy cow, and so not really too suitable for the appetite here. And
Oh,
it
I'm
doesn't.
scared. I'm scared.
Jetblack does have the Moonfall angle. Flash going in, 3-man Moonfall now. Tom Catch does pick up the eat on towards the Aphelios, so the Aphelios stays alive for long. Moonlight
Ooh.
Vigil going down on towards 3 set. Huge face breaker. Shockwave only gonna be able to hit 2, but huge
Great
showstopper
showstopper.
as well. Gonna be able to get the
Oh,
AoE.
the Core Drinker.
Drinker as well keeps him alive for so long. Egg picks up the kill on towards the Varus. Double kill going towards the Zinzao. They still have that Baron buff. They're going to be able to push for an inhibitor here. 3 for nothing once again for the side of TA.
Oh, great
Once again,
Voyage.
gets the knock up on towards Ashko Brewer. Gets the stun as well. Flash forced out from the side of the Orianna. It's going to be an inhibitor going towards the side of Team Ambition. Are they going to look for the end here? Yes, it looks like they're going to look for this end push. And they have the timers, 20 seconds on the Varus still, 14 on the Diana. They're going to go to the tower. We're looking to be going towards the game too. They're still down 2,000 gold, Simulcrum. And just like that, Team Ambition on the back of a couple clutch team fights push their way for game 3.
Oh, man. Jason.
Oh.
It came down to that red quadrant fight that Sprouts took. They tried to go on the Zinzhao, and that's the person you don't want to go on. And they realized too late that they have to force on Aphelios, and that's what they tried in that fight right before the game-winning push. But Team Ambition was ready. They knew the only person they had to keep alive is the Aphelios. Great Devour. They held all their tools to protect him, and that's how they win the game. It was the Aphelios getting the 1,000 gold shutdown. Team Ambition made a good attempt to throw the game back, but yeah, they after that rethrow, they got the Baron and they take control.
Yeah,
but
that was
oh,
crazy. Really, really well played from the side of Dallas. Honestly, be able to keep himself in such great positioning. That Moonlight Vigil and that red side jungle picking up the 5-man root with the set combo from Kobe. That was some of the most eye-pleasing play I've ever seen. In terms of team fighting, really great position from the side of TA. Great resilience to be able to pick up the comeback there. And so, it really leads you to question how Sprouts couldn't close out 10K up at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think my running theory right now, Jason, is they got a little lackadaisical in their approach. They're just like, oh, the Diana's so fed. Oh, we're so fed. We can do whatever we want. And that whimsical attitude approach to ending the game cost them because they engaged on the wrong person, the only person that matters, and they realized too late it's the Aphelios, and that's the game. And that's the difference between game 1 and 2. Very similar styles of comp, low damage from Team Ambition both times, but Aphelios is a definitive hyper carry. He's going to put up numbers and he's going to put up damage the later the game goes. Caitlyn comparatively harder and more linear in the way she applies damage, and I think that's the difference. Similar comp, but just a better champ to deal the damage this time around.
Yeah, but yeah, just really great gameplay from the side of TA. Definitely stuff to work on for both teams, and we'll be able to see that once we move into our Silver Strikes game 3. All right, and welcome back to this Game 3 banger Week 5 matchup between two pretty much undefeated teams so far. We're headed into Game 3 for Sprouts and Team Ambition Nova. And once again, we're into bad pick, and it looks pretty standard so far in draft. Oh. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're looking pretty standard in draft, aren't we, Simulcrum?
Yeah, no, sorry. I was muted. Did not catch. Yeah, the Zinzhao taken away. No surprise there. And Sprout selecting for red side as well. And the first pick set served them well last game.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely a fan of the set here. Definitely good pick.
They like are giving TK value over.
Yeah, as definitely good value there. But Trundle being locked in here, definitely like that a lot. Good val oh, good value as well, able to shred a lot of those resistances. And that pillar as well, really good at running some interference, and
Mhm.
definitely what helped them pick up the win in the first game too.
And are we gonna see it?
You're
I think
seeing
we're gonna
Nar
see it again, Jason.
again.
We're gonna see it again.
Yeah, Church of Andy once again back on Nar duty. Pretty standard stuff so far,
Uh,
but again, Aphelios being locked in for Dallas.
oh, they
Aphelios
do it
Thresh
this
this
time.
time.
They do it
This is
this time.
the
Okay.
this is the bot lane combo we've been talking about. Such a strong pairing. You know, really good ability for Aphelios to get the peel he needs with that flay, with those lanterns as well. And so, doesn't maybe TA won't be able to get the Tom Kench this time, but they have such a great tool with Thresh.
Yeah, they've the set and the Thresh run excellent interference. And the only the concern I have right now is that an enchanter with Aphelios is really powerful, as we saw last game. And obviously it can go really poorly if the lane doesn't go your way. But you still have that intrinsic value of the enchanter to eventually provide Aphelios with a ton more damage. We don't get that this game, at least so far. There might not be an
Yeah.
enchanter for Team Ambition, and I'm concerned that if the lane goes that poorly again, they might not have enough. The Aphelios might not be able to pump out enough damage to compensate for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the Varus being taken off the board here. So I'm actually really curious to see what other 80 carries are available for Sprouts. I do know Ziggs is available for after that Bude, Jinx is as well, so is the Swain. So there's definitely some options there, but none of them are really quite as powerful as what the Varus has to offer, huh?
Mhm. Yeah, they do have the Leona to shore up that long range engage potential, and they're gonna go for the Jinx. And that was very quick, very decisive selection of that champ.
Yeah, no, I will say Aphelios and Jinx are two of the premier scaling late game fantasy 80 carry champions. So
Mhm.
there's definitely a lot in that. But TA do have the Thresh, so it's able to keep the Aphelios alive much better considerably. And you're going to see Viego going to be locked in. It's going to be in the
Okay.
jungle for Egg. I really like this pickup. Viego's such a strong champion right now. And I think is definitely definitely has good options for engage. Is this gonna be Nico gonna be locked in potentially?
Okay. Considering the Nico, I like to see Nico or Syndra here personally.
I think Syndra would be a really good pick to be able to get such like if you could get like some good scatters, that'd be really
Yeah.
good. But Nico also really great. You have the possibility of Thresh lanterning a Nico with ult being channeled. You have the possibility of just Nico on the flank with set as well, being able to set it up. There's a lot of good engaged potential, a lot of good damage output potentials. We see the Cassiopeia once again for for Ashko Brewer, and
Mm.
so
Oh, I like the Nico way less now. um, I think Syndra
yeah,
would have. I think Syndra was a little better. So the power of Nico is that you don't want to jump on Nico because of her ultimate. And the problem now is that the only person who's jumping into Team Ambition is Leona. That that's it. Everyone like the Gnar can come in, but if Team Ambition is
yeah,
playing properly, it's
this
way easier to control how the Gnar approaches than the Leona. And
yeah,
Trundle,
absolutely,
Trundle too,
yeah,
pretty slow to approach. Doesn't gonna have to walk through the box. Gonna have to walk through a ton of stuff to get to Team Ambition. So the Nico
yeah,
considerably less value now. I think,
yeah.
sadly.
But the Trundle does have that frozen domain, does have the pillar, so. All right, and we are loaded in on towards Summoner's Rift for Game 3 between Team Ambition Nova and Sprouts. Simokram, how are we feeling?
Oh, I am so excited! Banger second game. First game was a little too mellow for my
Washed.
liking. Yeah. It was not very interesting, but this man, second game was so exciting. And
Wait, they're invading.
oh, oh, I told you, Jason. It's when you least suspect it that people invade. Like there's
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like they're going to pick up a free Leona for their troubles. Flash hook
oh
goes
no!
on towards him.
Give it
He
to
pulled
Aphelios.
back as well.
Oh, give
First
it to
blood
Viego.
goes towards Egg, on towards the Viego. Half
Oh,
sumo caught with his pants down. And it's going to be a great first kill on towards Egg, really good for that early jungle tempo. Able to pick up an extra longsword just to speed up the clear that much more.
Oh, it's all okay. Admittedly, it's only been a minute and 40 seconds so far, Jason, but it's all going right for Team Ambition. They get the kill on.
Kabita hiding in the bush, waiting for the cheese, but they don't have enough damage to be able to kill off the set. Looks like it's just going to be a swap. It's going to just be opting for vertical jungle here. Now, Kobe is in trouble. Might have to teleport to lane if he doesn't want to miss out on XP. So kind of dangerous there. But once again, it's a pretty standard stuff post invade. And it looks like Kobe's just going to walk the lane, opting to play it the safe way. Definitely going to be the weak side warrior this match for sure.
Yeah, but that was the role he played last game, so I think he's fine with that. And I'm curious to see what the Viego does, because he saw that the Trundle just opted to run, just take the blue and go, and is now trying to take his own blue buff to deny Viego the option, and looks like Viego's just going to path up.
Yeah, looks like yeah, pretty smart jungling from the side of Jet Black, able to 3-camp the Viego here. Definitely quite good for quite good in terms of the composition wise, but looks like Egg is going to be moving up. Does have that smite, so it might be a smite fight into this top side of the jungle. Looks like Egg was able to pick it up. Does have the blue buff on himself. Able to get that steal, but Egg getting chopped down a lot. Is going to have to force the flash over the wall, but Jet Black also not going to follow with the flash. Taco Cat in trouble here. Exhausted now after that play. Gets hit by the E from Halfsuma. Dallas once again caught in no man's land. Double kill going towards the Jinx. Just when you thought it was going well for this bot lane, something has to go wrong.
Oh no. Oh no, Jason. I was so excited. Team Ambition was doing stuff early game. Like, usually it takes them 20 minutes to get to this point. Ooh, good hop. But, yeah, and this time it's not a Poke Varus that's getting ahead, it's a Jinx. And admittedly, Poke Varus snowballs a bit harder, but Jinx has that, has comparable late game to Aphelios.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, right now, I mean, if I'm TA right now, I'm not too worried though. Is see here trade going in onto it to top side. Kobe does get the face breaker onto a Sonar, but yeah, I'm not too worried if I'm TA because Egg, who's played really well this series so far into that late game, has done really well, and getting a kill on this also excellent scaling champ like the Viego is really good. So I'm not too sad about it.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that his blue buff Invade and Steal came at the cost of his bot lane's lives, and both kills going to the Jinx. And so, definitely a more promising start for Viego, but I'm concerned that it might have come at too steep a price. Well, it remains to be seen.
I will say, the TA bot lane has been down quite a bit throughout this game, but once again, we see Jet Black in this top side looking for a gank, does get that haymaker off, but doesn't look like he's too long for this road. Kubita picks up the kill onto Kobe, kind of not really warding there, not watching out for where the enemy jungler is.
Yeah, I think maybe that he was lulled into a false sense of security by the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah.
Oh, he went fleet. Wait, he went fleet this time. Wait, that's
yeah,
exciting.
He did go fleet this time.
Okay. All right, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm much more happy now.
Your day's been made.
Yep. Yep. Ooh, are they gonna try?
Looking for a setup here. Flash hook going down. A flash forced out from the Jinx as well. Viego W goes down on towards, misses onto laser. Flay goes
here comes the TP.
Nowhere. And the Thresh doesn't have aftershock. He's made a paper right now. Kobita picks up the teleport kill on towards Taco Cat. Disaster strikes for Team Ambition. Nova here. Looks like the sun is setting real soon because there's no spark in these plays so far. Going wide with all their abilities.
Yeah, they should have contented themselves with the flash. That's all they needed. They just take the flash and walk away. And, oh no.
But Dallas might be in trouble here as well, picking up a couple auto attacks in the dome. But
ow.
He's gonna be able to back up for now. And looks like Dragon's gonna go towards.
Oh wait, he's out of mana.
But Egg is here as well, and there's no flash on the Jinx. After that, Bude in huge trouble here. Now Viego doesn't have the stun yet, and Leona is in the vicinity, so they are able to get a trade of kills right now. Now Egg does pick up the shutdown on towards the Jinx.
Oh, there
But
it is.
Half Sumo in trouble here, and he's not going to be living. Does have the flash, but Viego is able to stun. Good hook coming down from Taco Cat. Able to pick up the kill here. Could be able to pick up some top lane plates here and get a huge wave. So once again, Egg looking huge on this Viego right now. 3-0. Definitely going to be the focal point of this Team Ambition squad.
Yeah, it's all on the Viego right now. And also, Set got a fair bit of done topside. Got a plate and crashed a pretty big wave. So not too bad. The only problem is that now the Nar's a little fed.
Yeah, it
But
does have that sheen as well. Looking to go for that Sunder once again.
yeah,
Get the early
yeah,
sheen as well, which is good news.
yeah. And if I'm, and Jason, I much prefer having my my gold and XP on the jungler at this point in the game compared to the top laner. Gnar, of course, is gonna the Gnar ult is always powerful, but Viego is gonna make his presence known continuously for the entire game. Whereas Gnar is a little more reliant on his TP and people playing towards him.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy if I have, such a huge amount of gold on towards Egg right now. He's been playing really well. Definitely a bit lackluster on some of these early ganks, but definitely picked it up this game for sure. So definitely, a lot of good room there. Now Infernal Dragon is up. Neither team has opted for setting it up, however, which does kind of raise the question of when are they gonna look for a fight around this objective, especially because it's a first Infernal.
Yeah, and I think one of the ways that Sprouts can unlock the Gnar is they take Herald and just brick first tower. And that just lets Gnar get out on the map early. And so I don't think Team Ambition should let that happen, as we see Gnar just running mid lane, as I speak of him getting out on the map.
Sure. Sure, it's been a quiet mid lane so far. Both mid laners really haven't been good enough to too much, but good CS lead built up for the Nico. It looks like they're gonna make a play towards this bottom side of the map though. Taco Cat does have that lantern and hook combo once again that he's been so potent on. And looks like he's gonna go for it. Taco Cat gets a hook but hits the minions. So
They spot the Nico.
Sprouts do know that TA are moving towards the spot side. Kobe does have teleport as well, so they're always going to have a number advantage for this fight.
Felix has to be careful. Everyone left him. Yep, okay, now he realizes he needs to get out there.
And it looks like TA are going to pick up this dragon for free, which is really good. Infernal Dragon, really good for scaling, but you see on the return side, Jet Black moving straight towards that Herald.
That's the trade I'm talking about, and I think if you're Sprouts, you're fine with this trade. You want the Herald. You want to unlock the Gnar. But he's not starting it. He hasn't started. He's just invading.
No, he's been looking for invade, only to be returned with disappointment and nothing there. So, good pathing from the side of Egg to be able to, rubber band camps properly and deny that. And it looks like Jetpack's not even going to move towards the Herald.
Oh, this is so good.
This is a huge mistake from the side of Sprouts.
Wait, I think Jet Black just didn't realize. Oh, wait, what is
Wait, but Taco Cat could be in trouble here.
Here comes the TP this time. Damn.
Coming in from Kobe, but is it going to be enough? And in time, no, not enough. Kobe not going to look for the flash. Taco Cat definitely greeting there, going for the hook when the Jinx placed the traps down. So, a lot of mistakes here, but they could look for a dive. They do have the set. Gnar doesn't have
they're going to try.
Sprouts are going to be forced to back off. Cassiopeia is coming down as well. Teleport coming in from the Nico too. W picks up the kill on towards after that booty. Now, Jur coming in as well. Does get the ultimate just onto the Nico. Cassiopeia does have a sliver of health. Does the Leona survive on? It's going to be a 1-for-0 at the cost of 2 teleports coming in. Okay for the side of TA, but definitely now Jet Black is going to move towards that Rift Herald, and Kobita is going to pick up some tower plates for free.
Yeah, I think they might not even need the Herald to go top lane anymore, Jason. They might still need it.
No, they're gonna pick up first tower with this Rift Herald.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. Yeah. There's no reason to dawdle with the Herald. You're right.
Yeah, some offerings for the Church of Andy right here, because this Gnar has been consistently, getting fed from tower plates.
Oh,
but
wait,
Diego is here as well. Jet Black might be in trouble here. Does get the pullback. Does have the blast plan. Opts not to use it. Gets a stun onto its Jet Black. Jet Black, what are you doing? You had the blast plan on the side. You don't even get the tower too. It's a disaster for Sprouts. And this early game definitely looking like it's going all over the place for both teams.
Yeah, and I think though, Jason, that Team Ambition's happier with this exchange because Leona's picking up kills. Look at that. She has a little bounty on her head. Whereas they're getting kills on Viego and Set, which are champs you much prefer to have the kills. Okay, yeah, back off that time. Yep. Okay.
hooks a minion, so not really too much going on bot lane. Mid lane, once again, pretty quiet, you know, still relatively now they're a bit caught up on farm, which is the good news. But look at Egg has that Divine Sunder complete at 11 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty spooky. Viego with an early mythic completion is never something you want to see if you're facing off with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Kobita getting some trade autos
Oh,
on, dodges the E
W.
very swiftly. Doesn't look like it's a solo kill. Does have that W on the set after all, but once again, the Gnar just kind of running him down. He also has that Sunder completed very early. Those 4 tower plates definitely getting him the juice.
Yeah, indeed. And Viego is just forced to relieve him top. Unfortunately, Set just doesn't have the items to mount any kind of resistance against the Gnar at this point. Trundle picks seen at mid lane. Played over to Nico. Pretty good. Okay, pillar used.
Yeah, but you know what? If I'm the Viego, I'm actually okay with catching that wave. It just means more gold for me, you know.
Yeah, no,
Such
it's
an
good for
important
Viego.
source of income for Viego picking up some solo waves. You know, Kobe really being weak side warrior to the fullest right now. Definitely, you know, looking to just soak in pressure and, you know, make sure that he doesn't die and he keeps the rest of the team nice and happy. As you see
Hmm.
some trading going on after that, Bude unloading some abilities. But Kobe, once again, just trying to keep this tower alive for as long as possible. Definitely wants to be able to just to make sure that the Nard doesn't get that much more fed as well. Try to stall for as long as he can.
Yeah, but inevitably this tower falls. It's just a question of when. And I think so far, Set doing a good job of keeping Gnar off the tower, but
Is gonna recall now. So
he's just gonna.
looks like he's just gonna give up the tower.
Yeah, looks like it. Trundle was up here as well. And Viego's was also on a reset.
Oh, 610.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold. That
I'm really curious to see just the gold totals on both teams right now. You know, you have 2 incredibly fed members on both teams. So, you know, if we could get production just to kind of switch over to our gold draft potentially, that'd be a good indicator to see how we're doing. We see here, yeah, 5,000 gold on his top lane, but 5,000 gold for the jungler as well. You know, both lanes looking pretty fun. Aphelios is down a good amount of gold as well, down around 1,000. So definitely the gold is basically, it's the egg show right now because he's the one that has all these fed resources onto him. You see this
okay.
TA are starting the dragon right now. Leona does get the engage on towards the wrong Nico clone. So a bit of trouble there. Blue team does pick up the
Good
dragon.
lantern.
Now TA are 5 together.
Oh no.
Leona all completely goes south. Hook goes down on towards the Trundle. After that, Booty is being zoned
Oh
away.
man.
Showstopper goes down on towards 1. And it looks like
Good pillar.
Cassiopeia forced the flash away, but the Trundle pillar from the Viego Soul picks up the steal. Dallas picks up the kills. Well, flashes over the wall.
A
So
little ambitious.
bit of a waste there, but 2 for 0 for the side of TA, and a Mountain Dragon to boot as well. Huge for this team that especially wants to scale into the late game.
Okay, Magnar about to pop. Here we go. Good flay, actually.
Alright, good play coming in. Nico comes down as well. Hook goes down
Oh,
on
no.
towards the Gnar. Shutdown picked up on towards the Viego by the Leona. So that's pretty worth. But
Oh.
Shutdown goes on towards the Aphelios. Man, oh
Oh.
man.
Wait, that's actually so bad for Sprouts.
This is horrible for Sprouts.
That's
Leona
disaster.
picks the Shutdown kill, and they lose the Shutdown to Gnar themselves.
Yeah. Gold going to Aphelios has 2 kills now, and he got a shutdown from one of those kills. That's so much gold. Now he's got a bounty. And
Yeah, he should have that shield bow when he finishes his recall here, I think.
yeah, and Viego is so happy that his shutdown was taken by Leona because now he can play as aggressive as he wants with no fear of giving excess gold to the enemy team. And
Yeah,
he's already
absolutely. And it
playing really aggressive.
Looks like Egg is building towards that wit's end with the dagger and longsword there instead
Could be
of the
Bork.
Sterex. Could be Bork. I'm not as big of a fan as on of Bork on Viego. I think it's either Sterex or Wit's End that are really good. But
Bork's
you
just
know,
Bork's still really good on him.
Bork is good for the Rune King after all. But we see
Yep.
Kobe also looking pretty huge, 3-1 and 3. Now he doesn't have an item, but the contribution he's put out on team fights has been great, especially not just this game, but the last 2 games too.
Yeah, Set's you see all these montages of Set just completely taking over games, but Set's also can function on a low economy. He has so much value. There's always value to be gained from flash showstoppering. It's just good engage, and the follow up he has with his kit is so good.
Yeah,
And
that W is whoa,
yeah,
too sweet.
Set buys an absurd amount of time, especially against comps that don't have an easy angle to itemize Serpent's Fang. So he's going to get maximum value from his Haymaker. And the way that Sprouts like to want to approach fights with their comp is so linear that just gives Set a great angle. He can just stand in front of the Aphelios and the Nico, and he can just ult. He can ult the Leona or Trundle back into their team. He could ult the Gnar as he's flipping in back into the team. There's so many things he can do.
Now, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Riftmaker Cassiopeia?
Riftmaker Cassiopeia. I think it's good when you're allowed to if you're good at Cassiopeia 1 and 2, if the compositions allow you to just weave in your Twin Fangs as much as possible. How much Cassiopeia is allowed to do that this game is questionable because you got Nico to contend with, you have Set to contend with, you have V8. There's so much CC to interrupt that it might be hard to get maximum value out of the Riftmaker.
TA with a really good macro rotation here, able to get the Rift Herald charge onto this tier 2, really opens up the map for them. Now Dallas might be a little trip to Narnia, but should be okay. And a minute 30 till Dragon, teams are looking to get their resets in. And, you know, right now, TA are looking like they're in a good position, although they are down a bit of gold. Just 1,000, though.
Yeah, they're down gold, but remember where a lot of the gold is on Sprout. It's on Leona, which means that's effectively it's less valuable gold because it's on the support compared to a carry, you know?
Yeah, so even though it looks like they're ahead, they're not really.
Yeah. The instant you see Leona claim the Viego bounty, like morale's gonna sink a little bit because that's it's not just
goes
a
down
question.
on towards half sumo. Does look like he might get caught out here, but Egg getting chunked out by a lot. Egg might get one shot here.
Oh no!
Does get the Viego ult, but huge Nico ultimate zoning away Kabita as well. Trundle looks like he's gonna get suplexed right into the backline. Double kill going towards Jer, and it looks like half sumo able to be picked off by Egg here. One more W should be able to do it. Picks up the shutdown, 600 gold onto the Viego. Give me that money right back, does Egg say. Now, Kabita getting jumped on, jumping onto Jerry here, but the Lantern keeps him safe. But does have the Mega Gnar here, is able to survive, misses the W, but gets the Mega Gnar. Dallas with the instant cleanse to be able to walk it out. Trying to hit him with the chakrams here. Cassiopeia ult is huge, able to do as much damage as possible. Shutdown going on towards the Velios. Jur also pretty low. Flash W comes in from the side of Egg, able to pick up the kill onto the Cassiopeia. Shutdown, no, going on towards the Set. Oh, what a action-packed fight here, but overall still a win for TA.
Yeah, Cassio getting a bunch of gold is always welcome, but Nico getting so strong. Viego not dying off that initial engage. I thought for sure he was dead, but just
Jeremiah red team stole the dragon. Oh my god! It looks like it's gonna be a wipe for Sprouts again. Just what we're saying, it went well for TA has gone all so wrong so quickly.
It was really greedy to try to do the Drake after such an extended skirmish. The death timers are too short. And they lose the red buff, they lose mid tower, they lose a lot here. So, game is still really close.
Optimal.
Yeah,
really close games come down to the wire here. Third Dragon going over towards Sprouts gives them a bit of breathing room, gives them a bit of scaling time for their Jinx. Now, the Aphelios is around even, I'd say, with the Jinx right now. And it looks like Sprouts are just going to move up towards this tier 2 tower and be able to pick it off. Now, the rest of TA are here. Hook going wide. Root does go down onto the Trundle. Zet is there as well. Does have the ultimate, but nothing much so far off of this.
Yeah, okay, so like Sprouts
going back
have to be a little careful. Because Baron's about to spawn, and they just took an extended play on the map. So they need to refresh items and wards. And this is an opportunity for Team Ambition to take control. And they're already moving towards Baron Pit.
Yeah, now Egg did go ahead and build the blade, is going to build towards the Blade of the Rune King. It looks like TA are just going to force the Baron outright. Now, they are going to get zoned off after seeing most of Sprouts there in position ready to respond. But yeah, good initiative from TA so far, but I'm a bit worried about the Bork personally. I see here Jur getting engaged on, does have the Lantern to get out to safety, but is CC'd for quite some time. Is he able to get out? Nico stun goes down as well, not able to click onto the Lantern. Ashko picks up the kill on towards the Nico. 3-2-0 now for this Riftmaker Cassiopeia. Looking pretty dangerous now too.
Yeah, no, the Sprouts are starting to find the fights that they want, and so now the Cassiopeia isn't fearing all the CC that Team Ambition has to offer. They're getting picks with the Leona, they're catching people out of position. That's what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And right now you see, gold lead a lot of it on towards top lane, but a lot of it onto the support as well. You see how Hasuma's 1,500 gold up on the Thresh, which is crazy because that's a support. But again, Aphelios down 900 gold on the Jinx. So, that gold lead definitely in favor of Sprouts right now, but there's a lot of room to be made up for, TA definitely have the ability to make this gold lead not much of a non-factor, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cassiopeia spotted clearing a control ward bot side. Aphelios is out in the countryside right now. He's just farming bot wave. No TP, no bot side objective to speak of, which means that Team Ambition have no interest in even doing anything with the Baron at this time. And seems like Sprouts are content to agree to that.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna be entering a bit of a lull state here. Just some farming out, just some chilling. Definitely, I'd want to get as much resources onto the Viego, onto the Aphelios as possible. These are my main two carry points. Egg is 5, 2, and 4 on this Viego right now. Does have that second item completed. Looking absolutely massive right now. But Cass on the other end does have that Rylai's completed. Also looking pretty strong on this slithery snake.
Yeah, Cassiopeia with 2 items, pretty spooky. Working towards that Seraph's Embrace for a 3rd item. Nico had a sizable lead early on, but recent events have changed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Cass doesn't have boots. Any truth to that or what?
Yeah, that's just snakes
Forest,
struggle to wear. Yeah, they struggle to wear boots.
yeah. Where's
yeah,
the inclusivity?
yeah.
But right now, just
Why does
farm it
Kale need
out.
boots? Kale just flies.
Yeah, true.
Why does
Why
Corki
does
need
Corki?
boots? Yeah,
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 Corki's a plane.
yeah.
Why does Warwick need boots? Dude's a wolf. Needs like 4 boots. Anyways, right
Let's
now
not even talk
does
about
look
Elise.
oh, that's true.
But yeah, there's
Yeah.
not too much going on the map. This tower's getting taken.
Tower is
But
getting
this is
taken down. Decent rotations here. Blue team, yeah, red team does pick up a tower. Red team turret does get destroyed in the top side. Now they are in a position to, posture and prepare for this Baron.
Trundle
But
could
I
be
don't know if
exposed.
yeah, Trundle
He might-
might be exposed here.
Oh
Oh
no!
yeah, in fact,
Wait,
could
wait,
be
come
caught
on!
out here, but no.
Oh,
But
okay. They
looks
don't
like
see
they're
what we
just
see.
gonna-
They don't see what we see.
It looks like Hook does go down onto the Gnar, but nothing much.
The
That was
window
the result.
closed.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you noticed, Simmercom, but there was this there's that control ward that it just got replaced, but it was above the blue buff that didn't get spotted out on vision. Now both teams are posturing for this Cloud Dragon. It looks like TA are just gonna start it out right. Now all 5 members are here from the side of TA. Definitely good position, and look at Jur as well in a great flank position. Does pick up the dragon instantly. Kobe does have that ultimate. Could look for a fight here. It does look like they're just going to back off. Objective, good pickup on the objective here. And Sprouts don't really have anything mid to get. They already pushed past the tier 2, so it's not like they can do much.
They can
It's a
do
good
Baron. The
rotation from the
Cassiopeia
side of
does
TA.
do Baron really fast. And that might be
They
where
can
they're
do
going.
that, and it looks like they're catching the drift. They're running straight up. Now, no
Baron's
pings
going
yet on
quick.
towards the Baron. No vision yet. 9k HP, 8k HP. The rest of the
It's
team
gone.
aren't even there yet. Now Thresh is gonna walk up there. They are gonna spot that out. Leona does come down.
Oh,
as
they
well.
want the fight.
It looks like they still want to fight. Teleport coming in down from Kobe. Now does get the ultimate on towards Ashgober. Ashgober on the killing spree. Viego gets one shot instantly. Aphelios is in the backline. Does click off the cleanse from the Mega Gnar. Kobe in the backline trying to do as much damage as possible. Dallas does have the right guns for the fight, but not enough peel for him. White and green, not enough to keep him alive. Taco Cat getting caught as well. Flash forward from Cassio. From after that, Bude picks up the kill as well. So it's an ace for the side of the Sprouts. 5 for 1 off of that Baron rush. Great call.
Oh man. Yeah, Viego leading the way, which is that he needed to wait for the set to come in on the flank. But even then, you pointed out the guns were not ideal for Aphelios to take that fight. They shouldn't have tried. The Baron was already gone, and the fight was dubious at best with such poor guns on one of their main damage dealers. And that went from like a unfortunate play for Team Ambition to just disaster. They lose the Baron and then they lose the fight on the back end.
Yeah, absolutely, and it seems like definitely a huge gold lead right now for the side of Sprouts. It's ballooned to 7,000, so definitely a lot bigger for the side of Sprouts. Not the same gold lead that they had in game 2, but if I'm TA, I'm still hopeful. You know, like if I'm Dallas, I'm thinking I've come back from worse. This is definitely still doable by all
Oh,
accounts.
there's just I'm a little concerned though, Jason, because Jinx is going third item IE and Aphelios is not, and there's gonna be a pretty significant gap in damage between the two in this upcoming fight once that IE is completed. I don't like the rune ends on Aphelios this game. You're not the multi hit's nice, but Aphelios already has AoE. You don't need that much more, and delaying your IE third is just so detrimental as a crit ADC.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Aphelios does have a lot of crazy damage output, but it depends on how crazy he can get now. There are 2 minutes until this next dragon. T8 definitely are in position to pick up this soul. So definitely some, you know, kind of bright spots going on for the side of TA, the scaling comp they have. But once again, you know, Sprout's able to apply a lot of this map pressure. Now the only difference is, are they able to close out like how they did in game 1, or is there going to be some staggering like in game 2?
We'll have to see. There's Sprouts only have better tools this time to hard force. But Beniko wants you to jump on her. And these are the kind of fights where we're gonna be getting into soon. Where Sprouts are trying to impose their gold lead on Team Ambition, and so that gives opportunities for the Nico to find ult and Zanya's value.
Yeah, absolutely. Does have that stopwatch on the side of Azure, so really able to maximize the value of the ult and the teamfight contribution. But one thing is that, you know, if you look at some of the item breakpoints, you know, there's some second and a half items going in for the Spider Sprouts, whereas TL really only are just getting towards their second item. So item gap definitely quite considerable as well. A lot of dancing for this top lane tier 2, but doesn't look like it's gonna go over, as both teams are gonna look to reset towards the Cloud Dragon fight.
I'm getting deja vu to game 1, Jason, where Sprouts really struggled to end the game. It took so much longer than it had any right to take. And it's because they have this single lane approach to these late game scenarios. I definitely think that Team Ambition is better and more decisive at pushing leads later in the game. But Sprout's definitely better fighting in the mid game and overall with an overall decisiveness. It's a shame that their decisiveness falls short in these critical game closing scenarios, though.
Yeah, now it does look like Sprouts are able to get first choice of vision on towards this bot side, but Egg might be in trouble here.
Oh my
Forced to
god.
flash out, so
He
right
walked the
before the
wrong way.
dragon.
He walked the wrong way. Just take the
He went the
lantern. Don't be
wrong
greedy.
way.
Ah,
5 minutes of pain, but I think I think TA is okay with giving this dragon.
you
You
should
know,
be fine.
yeah, it's Cloud. I'd rather them just push mid, and that's what they're doing. They're gonna push
Okay,
mid
I
and pick
like
up this
this.
tier 2, get some extra gold. Now, even though they don't get the dragon, they don't get the stats from the scaling. They still get this 100 gold from this dragon. Now,
Ooh,
Leona ult does go wide, but does look like TR are able to slither out in time. So good trade of objectives and resources on the map so far. Tower for dragon, not bad for both.
yeah. That was a pretty sweet max range ever for us on the Jinx. Shame nothing could.
Oh, Kobe, it looks like he might be in trouble here. Forced to flash as well. What is up with people and flashing away? This Trundle Pillar's really on point, really able to just kind of mess with Team Ambition. And, you know, Baron's coming up in 50 seconds. And if you don't have flash on Viego and Set, it's going to be really hard to find an optimal fight. You know, everyone else on Sprouts has their summoners, as Egg once again might get caught out. No, Lantern keeps him safe this time. Sprouts really barreling together as 5 and just keeping TA out of their own jungle even.
Yep, and here's the IE completion for Jinx. Really spooky to fight her right now. At least until Aphelios gets his, and that's gonna be a while because he stopped for that LDR on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm actually not the biggest fan of the LDR in this game. This is just a personal thing. I think maybe even sitting on the last whisper would have been a good idea. But last, you know, we're kind of here in this situation. And so he is going to be down in terms of the IE crit spike, but he still does have that 3.5 item spike, similar to the Jinx. Now he has Shield Bow, not Kraken Slayer, so obviously some DPS difference there. But AD carry is looking relatively even right now. It's this kind of mid lane definitely, starting to claw back, but still down an item for the side of Jur. And once again, just a lot of this is going to be down towards how the team fight is played and who gets set up, who's more patient.
Oh, they're starting.
TA are there in position, ready to answer this dragon. Leona ult does come down, but not really get full value about it. Moonlight Vigil goes down. Flash in from Jur, 4-man ultimate. Gets it off, gets the stun, gets the Everfrost. Ultimate coming down from the set. Now Dallas is extremely low, trying to kite away as much as possible. Kobita trying to do as much damage as possible. Gets the Q boulder toss on towards the Gnar. Gnar ultimate going down on towards Kobe. Even though that was a sweet Nico ult, not enough damage being able to be dealt. And it looks like TA just get wiped off the map.
Game. That might just be game. It's just the Thresh left, and he's not pulling a wave. Oh, Oh, Jason, you praised Egg for his late game execution these past few games, but it's just not there. He's going too early. He just has to wait for the Nico to get that value. He goes in and dies without getting resets. And if he goes in after the Nico hits that Pop Blossom, it's a one fight. They potentially win the game right there. If he goes in 2 seconds later.
Absolutely, yeah. Jur with a game-changing level Nico ult there, but
wait, it's not over.
He doesn't have the items and not the exact scaling needed to be able to put out the deeps, the DPS. So Dallas also caught in an awkward position there, was zoned by that Leona ult. And so once again, here looks like Sprouts are going to be able to pick up this Baron without much difficulty unless they're able to get off a Miracle Steal. But Jet Black Smites have been on point. Leona ult does go down onto the Thresh. Maybe they want to look for kill. Wow, just the boulder toss from Gnar, able to take out half the health. So quite a banger so far. Another minute 20 until the next Cloud Soul point for the side of Sprouts. So once again, if I'm T8, it's not good, but I take those because that's still a lot of scaling and a lot of time to scale.
Yeah, and Team Ambition should be perfectly happy to give away this next Drake and just try to get Aphelios to 4 items. If they can get him to 4 items, maybe winnable. If Diego can stop just engaging 1v4 and dying and costing his team fights, that'd also be good too.
Absolutely.
Just let your literal frontline in the set do the job, and then let the Nico's. The Nico's been on point. Jur's been on point this game with the Pop Blossoms. Just let him do his thing. Then you can follow up. Then you don't have to do anything. It's like you're working harder than you have to, and you're making the game almost impossible for your team to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, Sprouts have been playing well, but one thing that's actually in favor for T is that because Sprouts have taken so many towers in the early game, this Baron push really isn't able to do much. I don't think they're going to be able to break this bottom inhibitor tower, which means that they're going to pick up. Yeah, Sprouts are just running straight towards the dragon. Like, they realize they can't really do anything right now. And so
I think that's
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also a consequence. They're really, really poor at setting up their lanes to push evenly, and so their Baron pressure is always staggered. So that just means TA can just move to every lane and just deal with it sequentially. And
now Kobita was able to get that top lane tier 2, so that's a huge amount of gold going towards him. But once again, just a lot kind of slow in these map rotations, which means it's a lot more difficult for Sprouts to really do something. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but Aphelios has 4 items. Aphelios has that IE complete, and look at the damage output onto Leona right now. Leona getting chunked out so much. It looks like, yeah, he's gonna get one shot there. Half sumo in
Wait, what is
a lot
Viego
of
doing?
trouble. Viego once again after that Budic dominating now, picks up the kill. Moonlight Vigil only goes down on towards 2.
Great hook.
Shutdown goes on towards the Gnar though. Dallas in the backline hitting. Jur with a great Pop Blossom picks up the root on towards the Cassiopeia as well. Flash hook going in, triple kill, but no more damage. Where's the Aphelios gone? Aphelios answering the base. Ace coming down from Jur, and just like we were saying, TA just needed to scale and they could win the game.
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, it's Aphelios IE diff. Like that was that and the Nico and playing so well. I will
say, Egg did kind of sprinted that fight. You know, went in a
It's
bit too early once again.
no. That was actually it was good until he Leona eat in. Like
Yeah,
take
absolutely.
just wait, just wait. At this point, I'm convinced he's like I'm half convinced that he's just doing it just to make the game harder, like for content. He's doing it for content at this point.
Yeah, he's doing it for content. He's keeping us nice and busy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but we have
oh
just around 2 minutes of scaling. You know, Baron is up in 2 minutes, so definitely both teams want to be gearing up for that.
yeah. Let's oh. Seems like both sides are a little nervous right now. The game's balanced on a knife's edge. Next fight can very well decide it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
Is this third Baron? We're gonna get a
yeah,
third
this is
Baron in
third
this game.
Baron.
Yeah, third Baron. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, once again, you know, it was so hard for Sprouts to do anything with that Baron push. So from the side of TA, you know, if they're able to pick up the Baron, get in place for that, definitely a lot of potential there. As you see here, moving in the whole squad, getting as much vision in as they can. Inhibitor in the mid lane respawned as well, so they're not under pressure. You know, kind of have to be bouncing back towards the mid lane. Sprouts kind of all over the place right now, and so a lot of
Oh no.
indecisiveness in terms of late game macro from both teams.
Okay, Aphelios needs to not hit anything because he's got perfect guns, and because he has perfect guns, that means Sprout should be terrified of trying to approach him. He's full
But
build.
his red is running out right now, which is a bit dangerous. Now Pillar does go down on towards
Oh man.
Diego, but able to skirt out of there pretty quickly. Once again, it's just a battle of who can maintain pressure and find the right engage. 50 seconds until Baron here, so definitely a huge fight going on.
Oh
A
no,
huge
he's
fight
out.
that
He's
will
out of.
go on.
His Severum's gone. He's on Calibrum. Oh no 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 no. He needs to get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh.
Is he on red and white or is he
No
on
no.
white
He's on white green. He's on white green. He needs to get rid of
white
it.
green? Well, I think white green isn't the worst because
No,
if
it's
you
not the
can
worst. But he
power
gave
set
up. But he gave
and
up
you can
red.
dance around. I think it's not bad. He was looking pretty low on the red earlier, but I think
Yeah.
right now, white and green definitely good for setting up terrain though. If you put a tower down, and then you have like these snipes coming in, and then like picking up the chakrams, the damage output is definitely there. So I actually think white green is better for longer team fights rather than burst. But right now 8 seconds till Baron. Items are starting to come through. 3 items on the set now, 3 items on the Viego, 3 on Nico.
Oh
Full
man,
build on
Aphelios playing with
Aphelios.
fire. Oh,
Jinx
stepping.
does have that QSS. Anathema's chains on the Leona. Both teams really just geared up. Summoners
Well, Nico's in
available on
base.
both sides.
They're
Nico
about to see
is
her.
in base, however. Jur does have TP, so it's not the end of the world. But it looks like Sprouts are going to be able to have first priority on towards this river. They're forced to shove out this bot wave, but
Is that a vision
once
ward
again,
behind Baron?
does have a teleport ward in the back of the Baron pit, so it looks like they're not going to move towards anything. Both teams are just kind of walking through the jungle right now, but it looks like there's a fight that's going to be breaking out. No, not yet. Jur.
Oh, no.
Egg forced the flash out again. Might be in trouble. Does have the ultimate to get away if he wants to. Double root comes down on towards the Trundle and the Leona. Kobita on the flank angle. Astro's Bird does get the kill, but Nico does get the ultimate. Gets to get a huge shield as well. Moonlight Vigil does go down on towards Kobita. Kobita does get one shot set with a huge showstopper. Does get the W Haymaker as well. Trying to survive as long as the Facebreaker goes down. Hook goes wide as well. It's just the Aphelios and the Thresh.
Oh, no.
A flashlight goes down. Triple kill to the Aphelios. Could it be the Penta? Maybe so. Jet Black and Half Sumo running away for their lives. Cloud Dragon gonna be started by TA, but it looks like Sprouts are gonna move and try kind of backdoor and sneak this inhibitor. What a fight!
Oh man. Okay,
Yeah, Sprouts trying to sneak in as much inhibitors as possible. Looks like they're only going to be able to get one. The Baron is alive, however, and Aphelios is full build, is going to path towards that Baron. Might encounter Leona on the way at this rate. Looking like he might be in trouble. Gonna check the bush. Half Sumo doesn't get spotted out yet. Half Sumo still. Is he able?
Oh, he's
gonna get away.
Ships in the night, Jason.
But the thing is, that's Baron. They don't realize it yet, but that's gonna be Baron. Aphelios can just start it. Trundle, Trundle is on vision right now. Egg is in the vicinity.
He misses
Is
the
able to get
lantern.
that smile. Is able to get the smite off, but
Wait, Trundle didn't reset.
No. So it's gonna be do or die for the Trundle.
Yep.
Now Trundle, Jinx Rocket, Taco Cat picks up the kill onto Jetpack. It's gonna be Baron for the side of TA.
What a great
Oh
hook.
my god.
Oh.
This game is really going all the way, Simulchrome.
Okay, yeah, okay. Jason, I'm convinced Viego is just sprinting for content. He's literally just trying to make the game. He's trying to highlight his AD carry. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't keep getting caught out like that, and you have to learn from your error at some point, right? Like one would hope. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
oh, okay. That's all. That's it. I've said enough about it. Let's move on to Dallas and Jur because they're playing really well. Taco Cat's also been some of these hooks have been insane. The one on Cassiopeia 3 fights ago was really good, and that hook just there then on the Trundle at Baron was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like, they are going to be able to siege down this mid
they're gonna go on him.
pretty well. But Dallas does have the cleanse, managed to be able to escape pretty well. That cleanse definitely, with the lantern coming in very handy, and, just be able to drag out the game. It's been 40 minutes now, and both teams are neck and neck in action. So many great fights going down
No
as
cleanse
well.
on Aphelios, yes, be careful.
Yeah, no cleanse on Aphelios, but Leona doesn't have ult as well, so no guaranteed engage going down. No flashes available except for the set.
Great hook.
Goes down onto the Gnar, and they're going to try blow up the Gnar instantly. Egg does pick up the kill onto Kavita. Moonlight Vigil does go down on towards 3. Egg trying to run away. Jur with the huge ultimate picks up the kill on towards Big Mood. Hey. And it looks like that could be game right here. Inhibitor is going to be picked up as well. Jur does go in with the ultimate, picks up the kill once again, and it looks like after incredible back and forth 40-minute game, Team Ambition Nova are going to pick up the reverse sweep and the series.
What? Oh man.
Oh my god.
What? Oh, Jason, I'm flabbergasted.
I'm amazed.
It was a complete subverting of expectations. One, Team Ambition playing well in the early game. Their jungler finding success and impact early in the game, only to throw it all away. He sacrificed early game. He sacrificed early game impact for late game relevancy, and it didn't matter.
That early game impact onto the AD carry. Dallas was not that far down compared to the first 2 games, and it's paid off. He carries the fight, stays alive for so long, outputs damage. Not to mention Jur with the incredible Nico ults as well. Really well played from the side of TA.
Yeah, great perseverance to reverse sweep. The first game was a wash. It was not even close. And
clap.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then games 2 and 3, really tough because they threw several times. They almost lost at several points, and they claw back and do that twice. They come back. They mount a comeback in both games to win the series.
Oh. And quite honestly, competitive ruling, what's that? That does not affect Team Ambition Nova as they, pick up a much needed win. And, even though they're not top of the standings right now, still definitely a really impactful win, especially for their seedings.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I'm out of things to say, Jason.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic series.
That was a fantastic series.
It absolutely delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, I think this is about a good time to call an end to the stream. Once again, I'm Jason Crib 5. I'm with Simulchrome. This was week 5 of Aegis Guardians League. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.